my comrade, Chioma. Chioma, I hand the mic over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Patricia. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. My name is Comrade Chioma. Let us pray. So, Heavenly Father, we commit ourselves into your hands this evening. We commit this program into your hands. With the IPOB women who have gathered here once again, Lord Jesus, we ask that you come and have your way. Come and lead us in whatever we're going to do today. Father, oh God, we are here on air, oh God, to air our view, oh Lord. And this project we have is, oh God, to restore Biafra. Oh Lord, as we mother have gathered on air, oh King of glory, Father, at the end, let there be restoration of Biafra to us. Oh Lord, we commit all our leaders into your hands. Every leader, Mazi Kalo, our deputy, all the African reps commit into your hands. To ask that you take control of them. At the end, oh Lord, you restore Biafra to us. These and more we ask. In the name of Chukwukika Diama, we pray. You say. I hand over back to you, Comrade Patricia. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. God bless you. Our IPOB Biafra Real Talk program today, being Thursday, 25th June 2020, on Radio Biafra Extra, is why are Christians being killed in Nigeria? And the pastors, the priests, the bishops, the clergymen, the traditional rulers, the politicians, the elites, and the elders are not saying anything about it. Why? Let me repeat again our topic. The theme of our presentation this evening, being the 25th of June 2020 on Radio Biafra Extra, is why are Christians being killed in Nigeria? And pastors and priests and bishops and clergymen, traditional rulers, politicians, elders, elites are not saying anything about it. Why? We are IPOB and we belong to our respective IPOB family unit in the continent of Africa and in the diaspora. We have taken oath of our loyalty to this struggle to restore Biafra together with our leader, the God sent. As we crown our presentation with the language of heaven of where we come from in Biafra land, we have the Igbos speaking dialect, we have the Orobo, we have the Izon, the Shekiri, we have the Edo speaking, we have the Ope. We invite you all, our listeners, to join and be a part of this interactive program this evening when the lines will be open. And now, I pass the mic to Comrade Lillian to bring up the questions to our so-called leaders. Lillian, I hand over the mic to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Patricia. Thank you. Yeah, this evening, I will not fail to greet our leaders. Our leader, George Onyeibe. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening, IPOB worldwide. My name is Lillian Ada Biafra from Olo, Imo State, Biafra land. Yes, we have come again this evening to talk the things that concerns us, so that the world will hear us. our topic this evening is why are Christians being killed in Nigeria and no pastor, priest, bishop, traditional rulers, politicians and elites are not saying anything? All we have said it all, because we know that these people are the leaders we have in Nigeria that are supposed to save the Christians in any way, that are supposed to save the masses in any way in the land. But we see them keeping quiet, keeping silent. All these atrocities is happening in our land. Why the Christians should be killed in Nigeria? Why? We want to know why. This is the part of the stories that bring this killing in Nigeria since 60 years now. These people are with us, but they don't want us. They hate us with passion. But we, the Christians, as God brought us in this world, He gave us the Bible to read. He gave us the 10 Commandments that we should respect. I think we, the Christians, will respect all the 10 Commandments of the Lord. But this, I don't know why. Why are the church leaders are not speaking out against Christians' persecution in Nigeria? The killings everywhere in Nigeria, even in Biafra land. We don't know. We want to know why all these killings. And why are they keeping silent? And why are the leaders, they call themselves bishop, priests, political people and the elders and the traditional rulers in our land, they are not doing anything. They are keeping silent. It seems it doesn't concern them. They are killing their children every day. They have nothing to say. Even last time they came at the imams, the bishop, the leaders of the churches and the so-called Muslims, the imams, they came out in television and start praying their normal nonsense prayer they do all the time. Look, it's not by force to be married. If it doesn't work, let everybody go his or her way. But I know that we, the Christians, we are not that violent for another person. But these so-called radical Muslims, they have been killing the Christians for many years. And the leaders of the land are not saying anything. Why? Why should they have the right to kill us? What have we done to be a Christian? What have we done to deserve death from these people? Why this so much hatred on the Christians? They are the ones destroying the whole world. They have been killing people. Why? They kill the missionaries that they go to help them. They will kill them. Why? I want to know. We, the Christians, want to know. Why are you people using the Christians for sacrifice? Why? Why are you radical Muslims killing the Christians? Why do you say that we are your slaves? Why do you say that we are infidels to you people? Why? We, the Christians, we know our boundary. We respect the law of the land. We respect even the law of our land too. We've never one day go out or you hear that Christians and Muslims are fighting in Nigeria. But I don't know why the Muslims, radical Muslims, the occultist Muslims has right to kill the Christians in this way. And we want to know why. And why all the so-called leaders are keeping quiet. Why? Why the pastors are keeping quiet? Why the priests are keeping quiet? Why the bishops are keeping quiet? Why the clergymen are keeping quiet? Why the traditional rulers are keeping quiet? Or is it the politicians? All those ones have sold their soul. They have sold themselves. They are collecting big Ghana must go money. They can't do anything. Our traditional rulers, they have sold themselves. So we are here asking the world to ask these leaders of Nigeria, why are they allowing the Christians to die? And I myself personal, I want to know why the whole world, allowing the radical Muslims to kill the Christians in the whole world. It was not only Nigeria, the whole world they have been killing. This killing has been a long time and nobody is saying anything. The bishops are not saying anything. People are not defending the Christian enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. The truth must be told. This is not a secret something. This is not that somebody is forging it. No, it is real. It is happening every day in our land. You cannot hate people. You cannot hate this race. To kill them, to cut them to pieces. Why our leaders are keeping quiet? Why? If in our Biafra land, we can't go to farm anymore. They are killing the women, they are killing the old men, they are killing the young youth, they are killing everybody. We are asking all these leaders, why are they keeping quiet? Why are they keeping quiet? Why should the Christians die? Because of their faith. Because of only the name of God. Why? Is it not the hard time the whole leaders of the world should put mouth and say no to this injustice? If you know you don't want the Christians, stay in your land. Don't come to their land. Stay in your own land. Just imagine, they are coming the whole world. They are coming from Chad, Niger, where all the whole African country, they are coming to Biafra land to kill the Christians. What are the leaders are doing? What are they doing to defend the Christians? Why all this killing? Why all this killing? We cannot accept it again because we are human beings. We have the right to live as Christians. You radical Muslims should live the world alone, should leave the people to live in peace. You people are doing disaster every day by day. Why all this killing? We are asking you people, why all this killing? What have I done to die as a Christian? That's our question this evening. Their problem is to go to church and kill people. Their problem is to go to church and kill people. And you will see these leaders of Fulani, leaders of Arewa, they will say that there's nothing like Christian, there's nothing like Muslim killing Christian. But it has been happening. You people have killed many in the north. You burned the churches. The 219 people died. It is not a fake story. It is real. It is real. You kill the Christian in Kaduna, you kill the Christians everywhere. Why all these things? We are asking the leaders of Nigeria, why all these things? We the Biafrans, we have to stay on our own. That is why we are fighting for our own freedom. We don't need to live with people that don't respect the law of the land, that don't respect people. How can an Hausa Fulani come to my land and claim my land? My mother, my father, my siblings cannot go to farm work again. And everybody is keeping quiet. When our leader Mazi come out and say it, some Efulefu of Biafra land we come out and be talking rubbish. For those of them talking nonsense in social media, they don't know themselves. They don't know what they want. Just to criticize this, our leader, our king, our Hamadike one of Africa, of Africa, let me call it Africa, not only Biafra land, because he's not fighting for only the Biafrans. He's fighting for the whole blacks in the whole world. So this radical Muslims should live with the Christians alone to live. And our leaders of the church, the pastors, so they have to stop all this, because they are killing your members and you can't say anything. You can't say anything. Since how many years now, these things have been going on. When they say talk it out, they will say no, it's not it. It's not Muslims that are killing. The Muslims have been killing for many years, for decades. They have been doing all these things. The truth is bitter, but that is it. The Biafra mothers are saying it. Why? Why Christians being killed in Nigeria? The pastors, the priests, the bishop, the clergymen, the traditional rulers, the politicians, the elite are not doing anything. They are not doing anything to save the people. They are not doing enough. They are collecting money everywhere. So I want to use this opportunity to talk in my language. Ma bikonu, kaiji ohere na agbo nwanye eziokwu. Na eziokwu wundo. Na iwa wunde na-efe Chukwu. Ndị anụ wa afụrụ anyị n'anya. If they don't love us, ha nọrọ onwe ha ka anyị nọrọ ebe anyị na ya na-achọkwanụ ha. But ndị anụ wa ga-ahafụ ebe ha bịa n'ebe anyị bịa na-egbu anyị. Ọ dị mma otu ahụ. Ekwuwe ndị efulefu ndị ahụ ndị saboteurs ndị betrayers ha niile apụta akọ mpeke akọ ihe na-enweghị isi na ọdụ akọ na Mazi na dịka sekpa na Christian o nwere oge ọ sị gị hapụ chọọchị na bịa kpewe nke ya no ọ na-ajụ unu si ka ihe mere eji na-egbu ndị Christians ọ ha na-ajụ ka ihe mere eji na-egbu ụmụ Chineke ka ihe anyị mere ha anyị ji m ohere a na-agba when nwoke ọbụla wu onye Biafra na nwaanyị ọbụla wu onye Biafra na-ahụ otu a na-eche egbu nwanne ya egbu nwanna ya egbu ibi na-egbu ndị na-awụhụ dị ọnwụhụ na ọnwụ na your own family isi na ihe a na-eme dị mma a ga-ekpe ekpere ka o ruo na kitchen go a ga-ekpe ekpere ka o ruo na kitchen gị because o ruo gị n'aka ị mara otu o si afụ onye ọbụla tikọta ọnụ ka a gwa ndị Awụsa Fulani ha nọrọ ebe ha ebụla na-ebuzi ndị Biafra na ya wu ndị Christian na Chukwu na-emere anyị ebere na ihe niile ọbụla anyị na-eme ụtọ na-echi mee Chukwu na ọ na-agbaghara anyị mmehie na ndị Awụsa Fulani nọrọ nke ha ka anyị nwa nọrọ nke anyị ha bịazila na ebe anyị ebe na-egbu anyị na anyị nwa achọzi ọha isi ka anyị were ohere a ka anyị were gba ha na from today ndị leaders anyị wu ndị niile akpọrọ aha ha tinye ọnụ n'okwu mana ihe a ga-eme ihe a na ihe a karịala ị gakwa ịnọ n'ime ya hụ ndị na-asị na na-ekwuchi ọfụma na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-emechi ọfụma ka ihe unu chọrọ ka unu nwa ama eme unu pụta ka unu bịa bido mewe ọhịa anyị na-ekwu ọhịa Biafra must come Biafra ga-abịa ka ihe ndị a niile kwụsị but ihe otu ọ ga-esi bịa wụ na anyị niile ga-anọ n'ofu ụgbọ nwee ofu obi hapụ nkọchasị hapụ iro hapụ any type of evil act ị nwere n'obi gị wetuo ya ka anyị niile nọ n'ofu ụgbọ chọta ihe wụ nke anyị ka ndị ochi na mapụ na ịbịa were ihe na-awụghị nke ha were na-etigbu ya na nke ha anyị nwe ihe a na-ata afụfụ na-ebe akwa na-akpọ Chineke wetara anyị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka ihe nwụzi problem unu ka over 60 years ka a na-emegbu anyị ka ihe nwu nsogbu unu ka ihe nwoke a mere unu ka ihe ndị IPOB mere unu Indigenous people of Biafra nwe the land ọnwa nwere ọnụ ikwu ihe gbasara n'obodo anyị nakwa na-azọ obodo anyị nwere obodo onye ọzọ ka anyị na-azọ o nwere obodo ndị Arewa ma ọ nwere obodo ndị Oduduwa ka anyị na-azọ obodo anyị na-azọ ala anyị wụ Biafra so onye ọbụla abata ha anyị na-ekwu onye ọbụla abata ka anyị nọ n'ofu ụgbọ nara ndị efulefu ndị enweta ihe wụ nke anyị ka afọ na iji were na iwu ndị Chukwu na-eme ebe Chukwu na-asanye egbula mmadụ ka anyị egbula mmadụ ka anyị na-respect the law of the Lord anyị nwa na-respect ya ha were the opportunity were n'ebe na-egbu anyị n'obodo anyị all these things ga-akwụsị ọrụ ma anyị niile jikọ onwe anyị nọrọ n'ofu ụgbọ kwuo ofu okwu ekwuchi okwu eme ya stamp esiluo ya onwe onye ọzọ ga-anị ya anị biko nu onye sị ka m gwakwa unu as nwaada Biafra as the mother of Biafra all these things na-ewute m n'obi too much that is why m ji sị ka m were ohere a gbaa n'otu o siri dem biko na onye ọbụla bata na IPOB awụ nsị gị da join ya bata nọ na IPOB ka anyị were nara ihe anyị bifo ndị ofulefu a nara anyị ihe anyị bịa ha jichaa onwe udu style ha eji ha ga-eji Christian ha ga-eji deceive ha ga-eji everything onwe ihe ha na-eme nwa awụ ndị omekome. So I handle this microphone to my comrade Rose Ejiro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Lillian. You have spoken very well, and I really hope they are out there listening to us, and they will come and answer all our questions. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, my able leader, my supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I greet Mazi Shemefo, Mazi George Onyeibe, our Africa rep, and Biafrans all over the world.
and all freedom fighters and lovers of freedom. I salute every one of you. My name is Ejiro, Face of Biafra. I am an Urobo Okpe speaking Biafra from Ugeli in Delta State, Biafra land. Our topic today is why are Christians being killed in Nigeria, and pastors, priests, bishops, traditional rulers, clergymen, elites are not saying anything. Why are they not saying anything? Why do Daddy GOs and co remain mute when Boko Haram, who is of course the deadliest terror group in the world, are busy killing innocent Christians? Why? We all know that Nigeria is a place of terror. Persistent violence is leading to mass displacement throughout the country. As I know and could remember vividly well, in 2018 is the most violent year where Christians in the Middle Belt were massacred with about 2,000 people killed by Fulani herdsmen, not including attacks by Boko Haram terrorists in the north. The killings in Biafra land, Enugu, Ebonyi State, Delta State, Anambra, Bayelsa, Edo, etc. All these places are territory of Fulanis. With all this happening on a daily basis, we have never seen massive protests from religious leaders. Just like we saw in the protests, hashtag Black Lives Matters in America recently. Hashtag Nigeria Life Matters. Like we saw it, the video that went viral not quite long ago. I think it was even this week, when the Ghana authorities proudly demolished a Nigeria embassy. We saw the Zo people saying Nigeria Life Matters, etc. Very, very funny, you know. Nigeria Life matters outside, but in Nigeria it doesn't matter. Nobody ever stand up one day to say that Nigeria Life matters. Well, Jesus Christ is one, as we all know, according to the Bible tells us. But today, the Daddy GOs, they don't agree with each other. Everyone's doctrine is different. Yet the Bible says God is not an author of confusion. So why are the Daddy GOs confused? Why is it that they find it difficult to come together to fight against their common enemy, who is ready to kill them, to eliminate them from the surface of this planet? I have some questions to ask these Daddy GOs, pastors, prophets, whatsoever title you gave yourselves. Is it a sin to protest against injustice? Does the scripture prohibit freedom of expression? Is there anywhere in the Bible where it says speaking against bad government is a sin? I sincerely need answers to these questions, because I know that Jesus himself fought against oppression in the Bible. The last time I checked the Bible, in Luke 4:18 to 19, it reads, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty." Take a very good note of the word liberty, to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed. Again, you hear the word oppressed. Are Biafrans not oppressed to you? Are we not oppressed? To proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Today, why are some of these well-known pastors not doing like Jesus? Why? Why are they not doing like him? Why are they mute when Christians are being killed? Why don't they have the feelings? Why? Why are they not feeding the poor instead of stealing from them by manipulating Malachi chapter 3 verse 10? What is the reason behind their silence? Why are this set of Daddy GOs befriending and praying for the same political leaders who are sponsoring Boko Haram? Why, and why? If Jesus had kept mute when the Pharisees were imposing men tradition on the common people in Israel, do you think he would have been killed? You fear to die to defend the people, yet you claim you are Christ-like. Let's wake up, my people. Don't be fooled. We cannot be fooled anymore. The Bible is there to refute all claims that say it's a sin for Christians to speak up and when things go wrong in the community. Rise up, ye pastors, priests, prophets, traditional rulers, political leaders. Be like Christ. Speak for the oppressed. Reject all terrorism. Reject all acts of terrorism. Prophets in the scripture fought to defend their people. Let me just take example of Moses. Moses killed an Egyptian who was beating his Jewish brother. After that, the Bible told us that God called him and used him to set his people free. Why didn't God dispute Moses for killing the Egyptian? I believe because it is not a sin for one to kill his killer. Yes, if you don't kill your killer will kill you. Come to think of it, the people who are being killed are the people who pay tithes and offering you use to buy private jets and luxurious cars. You and your children are living flamboyantly, while the poor people are exposed to danger of terrorism. Sometimes I just wonder if you people have conscience. Well, now here I talk and rich. Make una stand up. I will not forget to talk about the traditional rulers. The traditional rulers, you have a very good role to play. You have a great role to play, but you are not playing it. You are not doing anything. You people are just there as if you are not existing. All these so-called political leaders who call themselves Christians, stand up now. IPOB is defending the freedom of your people. And the only thing you could do is to criticize IPOB. Stop criticizing IPOB because IPOB is fighting for your cause. Europe is what they have today because they fight against bad leaders. They fight against injustice. If you want a better life, fight against that man who is behind your suffering and insecurity. Thank you very much, my people. I will not talk to my people in Robo language, in Ope language. Ope wado, Robo wado. Memomare se the face of Biafra. Ejiro. Amira rotafe no. Emi Biafra yokpa ami rotafe again yo. Alire tagine kwako bebo wiai Nigeria na. O wi kwere se kwami sama temra ye wona. Ikwara na mi sama temra ye ayesa yi pastor. Itwi Nigeria sai dadiji o. Obo wiai Nigeria ye re camera ya menyenye. Camera ikera ya merubo wiare. Itwi fulani ok bitwi Biafra yin koke. Itwi dadiji ona aya temro aye rotafe. Koke wi aye rotafe aye preach aya gwoni title ri offering. Ona no obo aya gwono freedom na aya temro pa freedom na o paye itwi fulani ok pa mi aya temro pa yen anari retagini obo so dia mi rotafe so won na mi anda ye o baye ruwe yin na o retag no marry Jesus Christ o ruru mani twi Pharisees na aye Jesus yi but he itwi pastor na aya tara metagini aya zofe owu aya gwono tagina yi we o sorry aya wa temro and obo aye ruwe ayi ne rasorok ayi ne tasorok ayi na yi go mi if Buhari ayi na yi go mi Jubri ayi na yi go mi political leaders ina ayi na yi go ina aya temro ami re tag no bo sire ayi wa temro fukidi aya yi go mi aye ayi kwora mi amiatara are yo wona ari anyoja I political leaders ina I pastor na ayi we go aya mi government ina aya use ye or if family aye but we no wo wari oja I already tag the person aya to bottom row who say rotafe who say temro Itwi dadi ji ona mi atara lo ina na ile retagini Jesus Christ ayare lele. Ari ro tafe. Ari fi o ma re mi Biafrana. Ari tenro paye pe itwi fulani aye pe twi Biafra, aye pe twi Christiani. Amisa onana emona otene. Akoki ami atarare. Obani atana. Ari fi kitabu fi orare ro tafe. Ari ro obani atana. Ari ha iriro. Onano bomi wori mi na tarare. I IPOB. Oyi movement ami use. Ami anwori twi fulani. I Biafra or no. I Biafra emru foma. I Biafra na. Oye emri freedom. Arif yo ma emri Biafra na. Arif yo mware rotafe. Arif tem lo pa pe twi fulani aye pa mi. Onano obomi na title. Robo wado. Isiegwario iya. Thank you very much, my people. I will now hand over this mic to Comrade Chioma. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Comrade. Thank you so much. You've done a great job today. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom. I'm Miss Jesse Precious Chioma, aka Jesse Damsel, baby Biafra. I'm an Igbo-speaking Biafra from Bitole, Imo, Owerri Province, Imo State, Biafra land. My loyal support and greetings goes to my economic leader, Mazi Ahmadi Kewan, Ahmad Biafra, and his deputy, Mazi Uche Eka from before, our African rep, Mazi Onyeibe. I want to room the one. The case is in our Biafra. All principal officers and Biafrans working to 7 version of our sovereign state. Because they are hypocrites. Yeah, I don't understand why all these bishops, pastors, clergymen, the so-called elites, like all these Igbo songs, traditional rulers, will be so quiet after saying all these atrocities, if not hypocrisy. Some daddy Jews are mute on this, even after countless members of the church are being slowly afraid to speak out. When church now is a lucrative business, when they receive money from the same people killing their members, their paymasters, what the title bishops and pastors. On the other hand, the so-called traditional rulers, who are the custodian of our culture, traditions, are also afraid to speak out. They have been bought over. They are on the payroll. Have sold their gods for money. Their masters pay them every month. That's why they cannot speak out. They kept quiet. They worship these same people that is killing their community members. They prefer money more than the lives of the people. Will be tied to evil traditional rulers. You will pay with your blood very soon. Over 10,000 Christians in Nigeria were massacred in the first 2 months of 2020. Over 30,000 Christians have been slaughtered since June 2015. 4 to 5 million Christians are displaced. 2,000 churches burnt, destroyed, yet nothing has been done to stop the silent slaughter of Christians in this zoological country. But the same so-called bishops, pastors, clergymen, traditional rulers, the so-called elites, the devil himself is better than you people. The devil has rejected you already. You guys are heartless and evil in nature. The second point, why they won't speak out. Yes, they will not speak out because they are full of deception. They are deceptive in nature. The so-called bishops, clergymen, pastors are busy deceiving their followers, brainwashing them with tithes and offerings for their selfish interests. How can a church institution built by the sweat of the poor members of the church is no longer affordable for their children to attend? Just tell me why. When you are building this church, poor church members, they gave in their life, their blood, their strength. After building it, their children cannot afford to attend your institution. Why? If the GO is so careless about his church members, their only focus is on having so many private jets. You are deceiving yourselves. Repent, or your own hellfire, get part 2. Those bishops who are praying for one Nigeria, the prophets, the bishops, the clergyman, the so-called elite, they don't say anything. They're after money. How will they agree? They're after money. They go for money. They leave the people put into their hands to take care of. They leave them because of money. You guys should repent. At this minute, I want to speak to my people in my own dialect. Ndị Owerri province ekelekwa m, ndị Imo State ekelekwa m, ndị Olu province, ndị Okigwe province ekelekwa m. Aha m bụ Nwaada Jezi Precious Chioma Jezi Damsel Onyeibe Biafra. Eji m ohere a na-agwa ụlọ okwu. Shonu biko unu ege wuru ndị mmehiri anya si na ha ndị pastọ na ndị ha bịa deceive chọọ na egbuwu na onye ga-ekwu okwu. Ha dị n'ala is alright. Ihe ka ha mkpawa afọ ha. The ego ha ga-enweta from new people. Ha bịa ha anarụ na ego. Pay your tithe nka, so seed nka, so nka. After everything, ha nara rie. Ha amaghị m ụlọ na-eri nri, amaghị m ụlọ na-anwụ anwụ. Egbuwu na ha ga-ekwu okwu. Unu ekwewuru ha dị biko na eji m arịrịọ na-arịọ ụnụ n'abalị a. Biko ndị Olu province, ndị Owerri province, ndị Okigwe province, ndị Imo steeti gburugburu, eji m ohere a na-arịọ unu ekworo ndị a na-eduhie ụnụ, na-emefuru unu anya. Biko unu pụta na igwe join ya na IPOB ebe ọbụla nọ, because ọ naanị IPOB bụ ihe ga-azụ unu. IPOB bụ ihe ga-azụ unu as a Christian, bụ ihe ga-azụ unu as Biafrans. Ọnwekwa ndị ọzọ ga-azụ unu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu agụcha na onye ga-azụ unu ya na IPOB. Eji m ohere a na-akpọ unu ma nwoke unu ma nwaanyị unu ma ndị nne unu ma ụmụazị unu. Shunu biko unu pụtanụ join ya na IPOB, n'ihi na agbakọ aka nyọ mmadụ ya agba ọkụkọ. Ka anyị mere these people ka ha kwụsị nọsensị a ha na-eme. Ha egbuola anyị 2 months. Everyday na-egbuchi Christian, bịara dị egburu mmadụ n'orodo. A na-egbuchi people. Ha agba nkịtị, ndị eze agba nkịtị, ndị eze bụ ndị mkpụkpụ ji agba, ha nara ego ha erie, ha echefuo ndị ha chịga. Ihere megbuokwanụ ndị eze, ihere megbuo unu. Biko na ụmụnne m, eji m ohere na-akpọ n'ụlọ pụta na join na IPOB, n'ihi na ọ naanị IPOB bụ ihe ga-azọpụta unu, ga-esi ego nọ n'aka ndị izu na ndeewo. Na aha nka bụkwa Nwaada Jezi Precious Chioma Jezi Damsel Baby Biafra. Ndeewo na Imo State, ndeewo. At this minute, I hand over this mic to my fellow comrade Patricia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Comrade Chioma. Thank you. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on your time zone. Once again, my name is Patricia Onyeibe. We are here again this evening, just like my fellow comrades have already highlighted our topic this evening. But before I go on, I want to salute my able leader, the Lord anointed, the real prophet and pastor, that God has brought to us because of his mercy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am eternally grateful, not just me alone. I'm sure everyone that God has graciously opened their eyes, that has their common sense with them, they are as well eternally grateful to God and to you who obeyed his voice to come out to save us. I'm eternally grateful also to your deputy, Mazi Uchemefo, who also is doing what he's called for to do. Mazi Uchemefo, I pray, God, that you continue. Let God strengthen you in this battle until we reach our promised land. I am eternally grateful to our African rep, Mazi Onyeibe, irrespective of the dungeon that you are in, you are still standing fast and firm. May God bless you and continue to strengthen you with wisdom and every enablement. I salute all IPOB of principal representatives and every family in IPOB all over the world. All those that with their free and true mind are in this struggle to get our land back and our life back. May God bless all of you. This evening, as we have already been treated the topic, which says, why are the Christians being killed in Nigeria? And the so-called pastors, priests, bishops, clergymen, the traditional rulers, the politicians, the elites are just keeping mute. They are not saying anything about it. Why? This is a question that everyone, wherever you are listening to us, you have to sit down, reflect, and give the answer. If you have a common sense in you, this is a question that everyone that has breath has to explain and tell why. Have you ever considered why are all these atrocities, abominable things happening in Biafra land? The killing is going on, and all these so-called pastors, the light bearers, with the word of God and the commandment of God in their hands, they are not saying anything. All they are interested is to prophesy false prophecies. And then you people will be rushing to their church, giving your life and your blood in offering and tithes. And they are using it to better their life, their family, and their everything. Why have you ever considered, why are they not saying anything? Of course, why would they say something? Are they not in the same party? Are they not in the same crime together? Didn't you people hear that God says that they appear like the angels of light, but they are wolves inside? Are we not Christians? Haven't you read it in the Bible? These people are not saying anything because they are not sent by God. We ask the question and we answer the question. I'm answering my own. You people should answer your own, our listeners. They are not sent. Nobody made the pastors. Nobody made the bishop. They are businessmen, crook businessmen. That's who they are. It doesn't matter what apparel they are putting on. Look at somebody like Adeboye of Arusi CG. I remember when Mazi came up to start saying what is happening. He said he's going to destroy him because he's trying to mess up his business. This same man, in few weeks back, was interviewed. And he said if anybody messes with his wife, he's going to kill that person, that even on the resurrection day, the person will not resurrect. And people are still going to the church of this Antichrist. Better know what you're doing to yourself. Or is it the other pastors, the Rika, Pastor Rico, wherever, of one movement, holiness, whatever. The same person has said once in their talk that Mazi is possessed. He has come to destroy Nigeria. And look at them. Are these people, as you're seeing them, do they look to you to be pastors? Now it reminds me of what the parable in St. Luke chapter 10. I'm not going to read it. Open your Bible where you are. St. Luke chapter 10. The story was told there by Jesus himself, who is the leader of liberators, freedom fighters. Jesus is in the forefront to liberate not only Israelites, but all that is in the whole world, just like Mazi is doing. He said he didn't come to liberate only Biafrans, but everyone that is in the circles of bondage. This parable of Jesus makes me to see that these so-called priests and bishops and pastors, they are not pastors, they are thieves in sheep's
beauty, but inside they are wolves. They appear like angels of heaven, wearing white, but inside they are just devils. Now, what did the parable tell us? A man was beaten on the way, stripped naked. His goods taken out of him by thieves, just like the Fulanis are doing, and the Hausas and the British government. And that man on the road was there dying. The priest came and passed. The bishop came and passed. This one came and passed. These are the honorable men with their white garments and all the titles, reverend of this, that. Only a Samaritan, the one not known. He has not even near the church at all. He is the one that knew the commandment of God to obey it. He came and took that man and took him to the hospital to medicate him. And what did the Bible say? He is the real Christian who follows what God says. So that's what I am seeing these so-called ministers, pastors in Nigeria doing. They are those ministers seeing a dead man that is beaten. They are passing another way because they have been giving their own money like Judas. They are the offspring of Judas. They are not pastors. So all of you still attending their churches and programs and listening to their own talk, you're doing it to your own detriment. What do I talk about the elite? What do I talk about the celebrities? You can count them. All the media are full of them. Is it give over? After many years, he has been governor and dropped back. Still came back to say the presidency 2023 is for the Igbos. It's not negotiable. Are these people with their senses? And all the killings going, all the Fulanis ripping Biafra land and their lives in pieces. They have not come out to say anything. They will not come because they are inside the same boat. They are all the same. Our hero of blessed memory, of Dunego Juku, was disappointed on these so-called elders of our races because their hands are soiled with blood, with criminality, with all the evil you can think of. And as they are going, they are making the disciples of Satan and their children, and all of them will all go to hell. Look at even the other day I had the Pope was against whatever happened at the Palestinians, that they were killed or something. The Muslims that were shot or what. He's against that. The Pope has not seen the Christians being killed in Biafra land. No, he has not seen that one. When it comes to the Muslims, he will come out to talk. But when it comes to Christians, no. Who cares about them? Only God in heaven will bring them down to hell, all of them. So my people, don't mind all these people. You are waiting for them to talk, they will not talk. Edochi and Co will not talk. Jim Wood, they will not talk. Not even Pope will talk. Nobody is going to talk, not even the chief. Look at Aparuku. Because our king, our late king, Pakano, is dead. So now the people, the elders there, the people there are selling the land and calling Wazirika and Asari and all that to come and take care of the land that is not theirs. Let them wait, we'll get to them. We have nothing to say, but we're keeping our record. That's our promise. So all the elders, all the leaders of the churches that are seeing evil and are doing nothing about it, you know very well they will not do. This will tell you that they are not with you. Shut your brains, clear your eyes, my people, and join IPOB, join Mazi and and associating people coming in media saying rubbish. Know that they are bought also by these groups, by these by politicians. They are all bought to push them to come and be countering what we are doing, but they have already fallen because we are seeing the result. I want to talk my people in Igbo. Onyeibe, Biafra, unu kwesịrị ịma ewu ojii na ewu ọcha. Ọ bụrụ na nwere ihe etere unu n'isi ọgụ unu riri eri, unu si taa IPOB. Were to know what style of my was no because all that is Zapotona. A black woman for that is Zapotona. IPOB. What happened? Amora, pastor, bishop, reverend, priest, Makana, all of them, leave them alone. Leave the elders and the essays, Simona Ubodo, or one Kuya Basara Namdo. Or one Hana Janam, Masinam, Dike, what will happen at our room in the house? Hajado Gumu, or talk on him, because Abata Agahago Mai. I hand over this mic to Mama. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. I greet you, Mazi George Onyeibe, members of IPOB, the deputy leader, Mazi Uchemefo, our supreme leader, His Royal Majesty, Sir Nnamdi Kanu, and all our listeners. I am Madam Josephine Anirejurishe Erewa. I am a Shakiri Urobo speaking Biafran from the coastal region, Biafra land. The topic this evening is, why are Christians being killed in Nigeria and pastors, priests, bishops, clergymen, elites, traditional rulers, politicians, etc. are not saying anything? Why? Of course, they don't have mouth to talk. This is the outcome of years of playing very serious dirty game with the society. 99.99% of the aforementioned titled names knowingly hide under the blanket cover of doctrine of obedience to disrupt law and order and discipline, just for them to keep the entire society caged. They, without any conscience at all, work with the Islamic blood-testing government so they can get their guaranteed corruptible blood monies and favors in the secrecy of doctrine of obedience, on which their life depends, to scam and demoralize the society, to keep the masses in severe poverty and in confused state of mind. These 99% pastors, priests, bishops, clergymen are by themselves a big-time criminal members of the society, using religion preaching to hypnotize Christian people who are being killed every day. They are a bunch of crooks who, in the name of religion, have turned Christianity into a brainwashing, lucrative, profit-making business. They dare not rebuke Nigeria, killing Christians every day in thousands. But they go about claiming to rebuke demons from the Christians who are already the victim. Where then does the doctrine of obedience place the 10 Commandments that is written to guide the conscience of the human minds, not to do evil, not to commit sin against God and against man? Yet every aspect of the 10 Commandments is violated by the 99% of them.
and the Islamic system. The sixth commandment of God says, "Thou shalt not kill." Yet, these religious criminals see the killings of Christians who are being defrauded in tithes and offering, enriching their pocket, fat and strong, to build themselves big mansion, own private jet, and to live a luxurious, flamboyant life on the bloods of the very flock of Christians who trust and follow them. When they close their eyes to the mother of Christians in cold blood, only ready to officiate over the funerals upon funerals and tapping relatives who are left behind in pain on their shoulders, telling them to keep calm and forgive 70 times 70 times 70 times 70 times, and look unto their future. And as Christians, if their cheek is slapped, they should give the other cheek to be slapped again and again. If pastors, priests, clergymen, elders, politicians, elites use doctrine of obedience to glow and shine in evil, to endanger the lives of the masses without being held accountable, then the doctrine of obedience is a big part of the hidden sinful practices that is used to mislead the societal people and leave them in vulnerability. The center can no longer hold in the contraction. No president inside Aso Rock, no vice president. A foreign man's face presidency is inside Aso Rock. Truth is bitter, but it must be said. Our leader, His Royal Majesty, Sir Nnamdi Kanu, is a man of truth. Yes, Shoko Okike Abiyama, Elohim sent him to lead the campaign that is waking people up to reclaim their destiny and heritage. Join IPOB, for in Biafra there will be nothing like minority. Biafra will be free from the madness of religion injustice. Freedom of religion will be allowed, but religion fraudsters carpeted under the doctrine of obedience, under the practices of dark secret cults, will not be allowed or tolerated in Biafra land. I like to talk to my people in Ichekiri and Murubu. On my way, the Mokanga, Shaki de Mokanga, Aja Mokanga, Emiani Redurishe. Otare wa moda wa non wera o madam that do for kele gwegba. Gigi honta na wina gina lewo ka je gigi nika tori nika ba ri gigi ire ta asiaja. Taja na ire to ka si oriche. Akaka de ko gbira ni no lead and pegiro ilo oriche. Tori nika ba ri gigi ire to wina ba tangia wina to ka wa ni lo oriche we baba kwani bidede ya wina si oriche tori ni ka bari gire nga wina pa oga don wa ka baba be tutara gba koli bari ba duko dede tori ni ka bari ga wina pa ajunkun akadi tori elese fowe awina boga ba be tutara wa na ni gina ya IPOB awa jejun wedoshi owe se takele regions na aja una di kanu to wina ogigbire deje IPOB owo wina ojo ni e to ki do sagbere do sagboto resun to buru torí roke ìṣẹ́kiri mọ́ ká jẹ́ yípìràpìrà ìrókè àwìnà ọ̀lẹ́ ìṣẹ́kiri máa ṣàpàgbàlẹ̀ ní rókè àní ìṣẹ́kiri mú mi lògì tèmírà tó mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀rí ìṣẹ́kiri náà pọ̀ ǹyẹn IPOB tàwìnà ọ̀gíwé dọ́gba àṣàn gbé ìṣẹ́kiri dọ́gba àṣàn gbé rẹ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ dọ́gba àṣàn gbé Biafra mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀rí ìṣẹ́kiri kúrò àkúrò lògì tèmírà o èyí á gíran o. Okay. Robo wado, isi wado, oru wado, niyeni. Mirabere, mere anye, ani rejuri sherewa. Anye, mini mirabunwa. Ne, obraba etale none na ne. Yesu, abo mleni kwori sworo. Ìwọ́rítànà gọ́vẹ̀nà àkùnrin ọ̀gẹ̀nà mítànà gọ́vẹ̀nà ẹlẹ́ni ikú ọ̀tọ̀tà ikú orílẹ̀ láyé. Kéde àgbàbọ̀ mẹ́nà ikú nà àkwàyè. Kéde àkwàyè. Wọ́n á tọ́ta bùọ̀bùọ̀ ní fòtò ìbùn àti. Kéde sọ̀rọ̀. Ikú nà àkwàyè wá bí igọ́lá ọ̀nyà ẹ̀rọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó mọ́ ọ̀nyà ẹ̀rọ di mọ́tò díjọ́ bíi. Ani kide so abo fun to return onyata ayabota ne ikwana aliziga ajama moriko alojomede ayikwa papa zigi aloji ikwa enwa eporo enwa biti anya epori pa won ile laye anyo na dikanu Osmovo, Olela, Otarabana, Onarotariani, Abaka Yekwana, Ani Wana, Ani go one wabero to go when you go wabakai. Waba go now, the assassin, what Toma, Vero Toma, what Gona, what Vero Timwa, Vero Terra. Owó ní omi kẹwọ́, owó ní omi kàpọ̀ wẹ́. Tẹ́jú ìwọ́n náà rí ìgò wẹ̀, ọ̀nà ẹ̀bọ̀ fún ẹ̀rọ máa ẹ̀. Wẹ̀lú ọ̀gbìnbọ̀ wákàlì, wọ́n àpọ̀wẹ́ kọ́ àpọ̀rọ̀ tó kú. Ọ̀nà tayọ̀ mi tá tẹ̀tí ọ̀nà. Mi yẹn yan mi sí ẹ̀gbọ́n. I hand over this mic to Madam Ojukwu.
Okay. Thank you very much, my fellow comrade, Madam Josephine. Thank you. Good evening, my lovers of freedom. I'm using this opportunity to salute all of you. Our Mazi Onyeibe, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity for your platform. At the same time, our mentor, Ohamadike One, Oma Buruburu of Biafra land. I'm saluting you. Our deputy, Mazi Uchemofo, principal officers, Biafrans, and IPOP worldwide. I'm saluting all of you. May Eke Kerowa, may Chukwokikabiama, who created heaven and earth, continue blessing every one of you for this our agitation. You know what? We are doing the rightful because this is the time for us to get our nation. So we are doing the right thing. Thank you very much, my comrade. Yes, we have come again with this our wonderful topic this evening. Very interesting and very open for all the side of human being. Yes. Why the life of why Nigerians are so slaughtered, kill Christians in that country called Zoo? Yes, the answer, we are here to give the whole world the answer. Yes. And our politicians, which the whole world knows that the whole politician, the government of that country called Zoo, are one of the worst the whole world. Polluted and fantastic, corrupted. Nigeria is a land of terror. Nigeria is darkness. The whole world knows that. But why? The reason why our pastors, that the GOs, our elders, Ohanezes, traditional rulers, whatever, even the senators are not saying anything. You know what? Because their hand is bloody. What is happening in that country called Zoo is bloody 24 hours, slaughtering Christians. Now, Mr. Trump said that America first. At the same time, I want to ask all these our leaders, governors, does it mean that Biafran life, because we are Christians, is it not matters, our life? Is it not important on this earth? Because it's Chukwukabiama that created all of us. But it matters. Biafran life is matters. I don't normally base, it's happening in Nigeria, yes. But we Christian life is matters and Biafran life is matters. Because we are not talking about Oduduwa, they know their own, and Aliwas. A lot of damages and corrupted something is happening in that place, but they are not talking. Especially our clergy fathers, the GOs, owners of the church. The reason why I'm pointing we Biafra have to answer this question is very open, so that the pastors in Biafra land, the churches, the elders, or the governor have to answer this question, because why we know what they are doing. You people remember the time a whole, is it not Fadam Baka who said that good luck Jonathan is bad luck, while Buhari is our savior? And today what is happening? My dear brothers and sisters, a lot of things is happening. But we mothers, our heart is bleeding 24 hours. Our heart is bleeding because my fellow mothers, we cannot carry our children 9 months. Later they will slaughter it like a goat. Then you will allow us to go and sleep. It's not happening. That is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. And at the same time, I'm still advising all the mothers this night, adults, women, especially in Biafra land, try to wake yourself up. Wake your husband up, your family. This fight is mostly for us. It's mostly for us. 100 times in number, I'm always saying that. We are here to help our leader. We are here to help our men. And because that is the reason why we need it mostly. If you see anything, you see some people, because of the blood money they are collecting from their masters, the caliphate and the Fulanis, they don't care. They don't care. They will collect it and they will give them order, shoot aside, go and kill all of them. Can you believe that as far as Biafra is concerned, I know one of the abominations in Biafra land. Is it good for a mother to bury his or her children? The answer is no. But in Nigeria and Biafra today, this thing is happening. They are there 70, 80 years ago, 80 years, but their junior ones, their children, has been murdered and killed every day. They are not talking anything. Instead, they will use that money they are collecting from Abuja. They will go and buy a house in Dubai, in Europe, whatever. But let me tell you this night, enough is enough. We are now at the last bus stop, whether you like it or not. Our leader will just give us, lecture us the way we will follow. You will stay there and continue castigating and continue talking trash and rubbish against Madden and the Kano. Instead of you to join the hand together, let us get our nation, because we are not fighting for Oduduwa land. We are not fighting for Fulani land. Biafrans, this night, stop going to any Oduduwa church. There's no, that is, your name is not written there. Biafran is our religion. Biafran is our last hope. What are we talking about? For since we are into this agitation, unless you didn't believe in this struggle, from there you'll be getting problem. Go and mark my word this night. And at the same time, all these people saying trash against Mazi the person that God have sent in order to rescue us from this slavery. You are talking trash because the money you are getting from Asorok is no more. You are talking rubbish. Then the governors, all of them, their Metara is inside their governor's house there. That's why they don't talk. They take their own through their anus. Our Nukomita is moving, is seeing them every day. But you know what? At the end, we mothers are going to ask you people question, and you must answer us. Go and mark my word this night. If my prayer is that this Biafra come today and tomorrow, you talk your rubbish, selling our sisters and brothers in Libya, Sahara Desert, slaughtering, nobody asks. We thank God for this Radio Biafra. Thank God for the life of Mazi Kano. He is the person who opened all of us eyes. We are now in 20th century and the whole world know what we are doing. If you don't remove your hand in this bad attitude, your name will continue recording what you are. That is your story. The time when Biafra come, you have to answer us. Because you cannot go and kill my sisters and brothers. Me and you will be in that country. No, it will not work. It will not work. Anywhere, be you governor, be you anything, whatever. Be you Ohana, a whole chairman of Ohanes and Igbo, the meaning of Ohanes and Igbo. Can anybody tell me the meaning of Ohanes and Igbo? It's People's Club of Nigeria. That is gangsters. The ball stalker that has selling their sisters and brothers. That's why they don't talk. No, I'm still saying it. Say that instead of you to kill a whole Fulani man, kill me that is in Nehemwood. Are you going to call this man father in your life? Are you going to call them father? Are you going to respect them in your life? This is a question you have to ask yourself. That is the reason why we are doing the needful what we are doing. Then, brothers and sisters, anywhere you are, especially in Biafra land, try to comb yourself. Our radio every day shouting, our leader is shouting, every one of us are doing the great job. Comb yourself, arrange yourself. That money we use and go and give Daddy G on Sunday. Use it and call your Umuada or the Umunna or whatever you call in the village to comb your village. If you see any differences, try to ring your security, your vigilantes. We are seeing all those things. As we are doing it, Chukwuka is at our hand helping us. So wake up, Biafrans, wake up. Wake up, we are doing the rightful, the right thing. Biafra is unstoppable. We are not going to stop and we are not going to go back. And our freedom is already near. See what is happening every day for the life of we Biafrans. Yes, Chukwuka is at work. He's at work, he's helping us, but we have to help ourselves first and to be neutral and pure in the heart so that anything we're asking Chukwukike, he's here to answer us and he's here to do it to us. That's why I'm assuring you people that we are doing the right thing. This is the time. The Biafran restoration, we must restore it in our land, in this our generation. We are not fighting this fight to remain it for our children. No. This is the time we are going to recover our land. So wake up, my lovers of freedom. Thank you very much. Let me just say some few words in my language. Yes, umunnem oto adono why mantesto juku every day. Obviously mike nihe no n'ime ndo oto aka odokwo no. Onye ahụ na kunie n'ụla. Egwu atụ na onye ọbụla. Anyị erubego ebe anyị na-eje. Unu ne anyị unu afọ ihe na-emenu. ndị Nigeria achọghị ikwu anything. Ha achọghị ikwu maka aka ha abụgo ọbara. Every time anaghị eje Abuja ere oduchara ha ego Ghana must go. Anaghị ele ụmụ anyị nọ na o nwere ndị enweghị ike iri nri 3 square meal today. Mana ihe a nọ bụ senators ichange card, different houses. Kedu mgbe ihe a ga-ebi? Enough is enough. Ka isi na slavery a wee pụọ. Biko na ụmụnne nkunie n'ụra. Otu anyị si wee kunie ka anyị jikọọ aka ọnụ, asị jikọọ aka ọnụ nyụọma mmiri na ọ ga-eme gịnị na ọ ga-agba ụfụfụ. And ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ. Chukwu okike abịa ma kwadoro ihe anyị na-eme. Ya abụkarịcha my happiness, obi aṅụrị na-enwe in my life. I'm telling you honestly. So, kunie n'ụra. Ka anyị na-anụ ya ka anyị na-etinye in practice. Draw one the whole Biafrans. Call your villages. Make sure that they have been listening Radio Biafra. Because on Enyaka, our radio presenters. Okay, follow see when I try. The whole everywhere. If you make sure that even in na Radio Biafra na your village. Then na that country buluzu. Diko na ako no. Ka enwe ike na anu Radio Biafra na oge nyere onye ọbụla aka. Ndewo na ụmụnne m. Thank you very much. Then let me just hand the microphone to my comrade Pat. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Ojukwu. Thank you very much. And now it is your time and your turn now, our listeners, to call in and share your thoughts on the topic we've just treated this evening. Why are these so-called pastors and elites and the bishops seeing what is happening in the same place where they are gathering their so-called sheep and flock, and they are not saying anything? Share your thoughts on this and let us know what you think is the reason why they are keeping quiet, and any other topic that you have in mind to share. Colin will be happy to listen to you. Thank you. Hello, Mazi.
Yes, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line, and our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. The female number will not be open at this moment, and so you're free to call in and make your contribution. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening.
Good evening from you. Go ahead, please.
My name is Ebenezer. I'm from Izi. Izi is in Ebonyi State, and Ebonyi State is Biafra land. I'm calling direct from Uyi local government area in Anambra State. I want to share my thoughts why these pastors, the reverend, everybody, they have been seeing what is happening in Biafran land, and they don't want to say anything or talk about it. The main truth is that all of them starting from the head to the buttock, they are all corrupt. They told us that they are serving the living God. Why in their mind they really know that they are saying another thing. So Mazi, I'm very confused about them. I'm very confused. I don't know what to say again concerning these people. They are just using us to do form and play. That's the main fact. But glory be to God that our leader Mazi Nandekano has opened our eyes, and we can now see. We know the truth. We know how they have been cheating us. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mazi, please, can I speak my dialect to my fellow Biafrans?
Go ahead and be fast about it.
Okay. Onyeibe mu, ntokwa hu, ndege iji yuko ohozara apiku epote okpose ezeze funa iji nodu iko noyo lutekunule gbenya olugbe siga anyi ni leba ho IPOB I join IPOB kobu ibono toraso to ejukwanra ina dan olugbe senu guteke dubura ite manu na malulu nete olugbe gbe senu bẹ́ẹ̀sì bá ara IPOB ẹ̀kọ́ bílẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ mẹ́ka obìnrin náà pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀sì gé bá ara IPOB ìwọ ní ìfọ̀nù fọwọ́ ọ̀bàrà ẹ̀mẹ̀dọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ fọ̀nù ẹ̀gbọ́n thank you Mazi Onyeibe for allowing me speaking my dialect.
Thank you very much. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here, Sister Sophia.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I want to contribute for what our mama just said. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Today's topic is a very great topic. Why our leaders, the obas, the pastors, the imam, and the political leaders, they don't say anything about what is going on in the Zoom, that there is no Buhari, killings everywhere. My Mazi, God will bless you. Okutuku 1, Omomadike 1 of the universe. You have many names. Because when you are good, people give you many names. My deputy, God will bless you. Good evening, sirs. Mazi Onyeibe, good evening for this great opportunity. I want to contribute my own. They will not say anything because if you look at it, the Oduduwa, they have pastors, they have Oba, they have Imam, they have Ojuju servers. Only them. They are the ones, Fulani, they are far. The Oduduwa are the one oppressing us with slavery. When we talk, they will say it's tribalism. No, this is not tribalism. We are still complaining. What is wrong with us as a human being? What is wrong with us as a human being? When Obafemi Awolowo bring free education to the Oduduwa, did he give us? No, we didn't get any free education. If our people want to bring free education, they will kill them. We know what is going on. Thank God for our leader, our Kutuku 1. Thank God for his brain. He's very, very brilliant. None of you in the Zoom can debate that. The zoo is gone. It's gone forever. Even Ghana, they destroy your embassy. Togo, they destroy it. Everywhere, they are destroying it because the zoo is gone. My brothers and sisters, my fellow Biafrans, my lovers of freedom, they will not say anything because they are selfish. They are thief. Oji. Only no, Oji no. Let them be. They will not say anything because they are selfish. Their children is in abroad. That is why they will not say anything. That is why they will kill you. They will even kill your family. They will perish all your family. They want everybody to die. They want to live in the land alone. That is the reason. And let me quickly say this in my language. If you are the wadomo, Okpeni Makeso, no wa gade be mazu na di kanu na ya gbinigbina na wan saforo wa si egbe. A topic in mamureve na Iye we vosie na be pastors abi ma abe afa abe leader abo bani ana gwaye me no sunu na erizi no sie very simple. Erizi no sie we iye selfish iye oni yakpa nye oni do wa men wa iria America ya yesku e London iye jowa iye reva. So e Fulani gbele ma wa iye magwa e Buhari wune iye mata lada ifu oba bini o mata o shomole o mata o hiya ya fefefe no iye no wa iye we Buhari wune ope ne leader ima mazuna di kanu ke ya si wa iye ma ni atala dia na ma ya ene ayi mule e ma ya ene e Nigeria wune a British left wa a Biafra magi so e magi hin so it's high 10 wa ya pagbe nu waga de ba leader ma openi case ina wa ya de ba POB or Edo State we dey ready no ba here wa ya de ba cause on no here save ma a secret court igbelu wa mo e wa ya lekwa wa ma gwa le dirizi wa rewa wa tota when na me we rock asunu okay wa mama ladia mazi mana na ti ona di kanu ona be do ladia ona woke wa ga free o wa si egbe ave selfish people wa pagbe nu wa ya gbina because iye tamu wa ave eniwa wuwa nu wa we na respect iye tamu wa we Buhari wune iye hamu wa we Nigeria ma uwe re wa je iye ta wa here nego wala calling you one in rewebo only unu waja oko na region ifu ya ni rewebo iye give go so ya rioskione wa pagbe nu wa de be mazuna di kanu na gbinigbina na no sabo mi ma fa bo ba me ma dana venita na wa ya jeverio wa to wa pe. Thank you, my Mazi Onyeibe. God bless you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Are you there, Kola Waza? Kola Waza, are you still there?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Victor, and I'm calling you from Delta State. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to thank you for the good work you have been doing for the people of Biafra. And I also appreciate for the things you have been doing for us. You have been enlightening us. You are making us to understand who we are. And I give Almighty all the praise because God is not sleeping. The devil and his angels are fighting us, which is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Since when I was born, I have not participated in anything of Nigeria because I am not for them. And now what I'm saying is this, that anybody that is fighting in Nnamdi Kanu, they didn't know who he is. Because I experienced Nnamdi Kanu. If you are a true man of God, you pray about Nnamdi Kanu, you will see that Nnamdi Kanu is a sent from God. When I was in Port Harcourt 2012, there was doubting Nnamdi Kanu, this and that. I tell people about this. Say, leave this man. This man you are seeing is God that sent him to save us. Sir, Mazi Onyeibe, I will tell you the truth of my life. I have learned more in this radio Biafra. And please, I want to be among of IPOB. And I don't know the family in Delta State here for me to participate. And there is some secret of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria that need to be exposed. And most of them now is exposing Fulanis and Yoruba. They are not for us. And we are not with them. We don't want them. They have been corrupting, messing everywhere up for us. Because, well, I won't blame them. the children of Israel passed the same way we are passing. And after everything, they got victory. Everything that the devil take away from them, God restore it for them. So the same way we Biafrans, we will have faith and we will believe that God is with us. No matter what the Fulanese and Hausa and Yoruba is doing, they are not for us. So even Bible let us to understand. It said, let us not be afraid of the things that will kill the flesh, but live the soul. But let us be afraid of the weed that will kill the flesh and also destroy the soul. So we are not afraid of Yoruba and Hausa Fulani. Because if I die now, I didn't die a shameful death. And what I want to say about this is, you see Yoruba church, my people know the hear word. Anybody where they go Yoruba church, their mentality, they dey like our mentality again. Because Yoruba man will wash your head, carry what you use wash your head give you. In Port Harcourt, I attended one church in Port Harcourt. The pastor preached about Apostle Paul. He said Apostle Paul, after everything, Apostle Paul did not see. But after everything, I went back home, I read my Bible, I found out that Apostle Paul, after everything, Apostle Paul see again. And I think as a human being, I say, why is this man preaching this? Is it because of money? Because I know he's not well educated. It's just something like, let me do because others are doing. So after everything, I said, God, I want to understand this church that I'm going. And I prayed. After I prayed finish, God revealed to me, in the altar of that church, there is a coconut in the altar that they use for sacrifice in there. And after that revelation, I tell my people, I said, if you know Kono Aga is not a real church. See what I saw. After everything, they find out. And what I see is true. So my people of Biafra, my Igbo people, please. Nnamdi Kanu is lamenting for this Yoruba church. He's saying what he sees. Nnamdi Kanu is a God sent. I have saw Nnamdi Kanu in my revelation many times. Many people did not know who Nnamdi Kanu is. But I, Victor, I know who Nnamdi Kanu is. So, our people, we should learn. Let us learn. And Mazi Onyeibe, I thank you for enlightening us. And you always make me happy whenever I hear you blast this Yoruba church. Blast them because they are not useful for us. Mazi Onyeibe, I thank you and I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
And I also pray for God's strength in your life.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where you're calling from.
Mothers, good evening, everyone. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Akad Afoke. I'm calling from Ezra South, Biafra land of Ebonyi State. The question this night is, why? It is 3. 1. It is 4. Why? Why? Who? Where and what? There is number 1 question. Why are we being killed? We Biafran Christians, why are we being killed? And nobody is talking. Well, we are being killed just because these people think we are giving to them as good to be killed. Then, who are the people killing us? The Fulanis, who are so dominant and want to dominate the whole world. They want to kill everyone so that they will live alone. Then, the third is, where are we being killed? Southeast. We are being killed in Southeast. Then, the fourth question, what? What do we do, in essence, to safeguard our life? And that is the more vital question where we have to lay more emphasis. We want, what do we do? Our problem is that our so-called pastors, men of God, who are supposed to speak for us, no one says a word. They are dormant because the church is a business empire. They will hold you. It took a little thing. Otherwise, they would have searched you and make sure you don't even see a transport money to go back home. And if they believe, if they voice out, the whole place will be closed up. Thank God for Nnamdi Kanu, who has come. He has discovered me, and I have discovered myself. And I want to advise my brothers, everyone still attending Yoruba church, you are doing yourself a disfavor. You are humiliating yourself, don't know what you're doing to yourself. So it's better you leave. The best thing that could happen to us is the coming of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God for this very man. Because if not that he has come, with the crops of presenters that is working with him, and Mazi Uchemefo, who stood in for him when he was, the assassination attempt was made on his life. None of the so-called leaders, our Igbo allies, the politicians, nobody asked the whereabouts of our supreme leader. If he were to be a white man, he would be celebrated all over. But just because he's a black man, they never knew what they are doing to themselves. But I thank God that our leader, he is focused. Of course, he's not sent by man. He knows what he's doing. So let me digress a bit and I'll speak to my people. Am I permitted, sir?
Go ahead, please.
Iko ijeza ekwokele tuwa yerunu ntabe eteku egundonku otokonya wish or sister kwa kwa maka otokonya asintaya ta ku digole men onwo nwanyi eturu le ka so hete he bata le IPOB onye ojinjo si Chineke le turu ni poshochi anchi nteku de kwa makale e ka bu nwe ga nodi laari unu Otodo ni hono ka mejeri osete jedu nkem o gije de stiburu ole gunu eturu nu nwanyi bunu de turu nturu bata no sili who was written meru ni lu nta bia head o wa tadu ma so boto di who was written be me o wa bi we IPOB o ando onye le gide agbafan be ejere o kele nwoke be gbuwara no ogbogbo re gbogbo wa ta ja pati nwoke mo nwanyi ngba dabe kwaro ihunu na no le gbuje ndo hole ka Egbuale Koko, Egbuale Ugbaose, Egbuale Port, Egbuale Imo, Mongileje, Okalisha, Otebushi. Nubari Kwale, Otorudeka, Uruaporeka, and also Sanji Jokoleka, Leho Rekwa, Emeja Popa Polish, Shumoyo, Yeshula Polish Lek, Okwa, Unyuta in Bajar. In a tap tanta, where Ubokukori. Mazi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bless you and our leader.
Yes, we'll take one call more, then we'll hand over to our mommies in the studio for their closing remarks. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Good evening.
Yeah, I'm there. Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please.
Every more been in a Biafra. Ogembo, on a demo, and I'm there get you in a man. ome nka m were ma ego nji azụ a na-eti na ya because onye Biafra atọ m ka gịnị ka chụga aha m chi Peter Nwosu o mere m nke ịbụ na enwekọta mmadụ bụ ịkọrọ m akọ Naijiria asịkwa Naijiria asị ya ọpụọ na fed o nwere ofu ihe Chukwu mere anyị ịwọchị ihe onye anya kwupụtara gwaburu taa na ọma ihe ọ na-eme ịbụ na ọ hapụ na akpagọ ya ekwu karịa na-eme ha expose ọrụ ọma Chineke Mazi Onyeibe anyị anakpa na ụna ka anyị na-ana kịta so ana m ekene Chukwu n'ihe ọma na-emere anyị Biafra anago by the grace of God.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we'll be going to the studio right now for our mommies to give us their closing remark. Can you still hear me, mamas, in the studio?
Yes, Mazi.
The mic is on to you for your closing remarks.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah, we have come to the end of our interactive this evening, and we appreciate every one of you who has taken their time to be with us and to reason with us. Because here is the platform where we have our own church. This is the platform where there will be no corruption, but all that God has led in the heart of our Mazi, that we will do. And anybody that opposes it is opposing it to his own detriment. And as our topic this evening, we've already had it over and over. The question that each and every one of us, wherever you are, as a Biafran, seeing what is happening around you, looking at the faces of the so-called leaders, the so-called pastors and reverends, the so-called bishops, the so-called priests, the traditional rulers and elders, the elites, and the politicians, the governors, every one of them, both the saboteurs of with feeding bottles and those with walking sticks. When you see the things happening around you in your very eyes, men, women, children being slaughtered, and they that are supposed to stand up against the evil are not saying anything, know you that you are dealing with devils and they will never stand for you. Just have it in mind that you are all by yourself except IPOB, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, it's like we have seen him, he grew with us, like what they said about Jesus. Who is this? Is he not the carpenter's son? Don't we have his sisters and brothers here? And that's how you people are blocking your ears. A prophet is not known in his land, but elsewhere he is known. The things that he's doing, others are copying it and they are making themselves important and they're making their names known. They are reviving their life secretly. And you, Biafran, that God so loved and gave such a wonderful man, you are just taking it for granted. You better repent, because if not, you have yourself to blame. So this evening we thank you. I want to remind you that when you see these pastors are not saying anything, know that they are evil. Their hands have been soiled. They have taken bribes. They have sold their soul. And Bible said, don't take bribe, because when you take bribe, you will never say anything again. You will become blind, you will become deaf, and you will become dumb. If not, they would have come out all this while to say things reasonable. But they are still going to that sorrow, praying for the same one Nigeria that Ghana country have destroyed their embassy. The Congolese have done that. The Indonesians are doing it, and more are coming. They are still going to Aso praying. To who? Who are they praying to? Just to go to collect their own money. And tomorrow you come and tell us that we will not wipe these people out with their generation. Let them wait. We are keeping records. So until next week, when we'll come again, same time, to bring up another topic, why we are still looking earnestly to the restoring of our country. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bless the deputy, bless our host, Mazi Onyeibe, and all officials. Same time next week. God bless you. I hand this mic for closing prayer to our common Jiro. Thank you.
Oh, hey Biafra. Oh, hey Biafra. IPOB, one family. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you. We bless your holy name. As we come to the end of our time together on this Biafra University Radio, where raw truth is spoken to the entire world. We want to appreciate and thank you for what has been accomplished here today. May the matters discussed serve as a commandment to move us forward and cause us to advance and see growth in all areas of our struggle in Jesus' name. May the things that you have revealed and thoughts that we have shared dwell in our hearts and stir us to action towards achieving Biafra in Jesus' name. Protect IPOBs all over the world. Grant more wisdom to our leaders. We ask all this, oh Lord. Protect our Africa rep, Mazi George Onyeibe. Father, you know, oh Lord, that he is doing a very, very formidable job. Our Lord, all we ask for is for you to protect him, to guide him and his family. Lord, we ask, oh Lord, that you also rest your hands upon the life of our able leader, our supreme leader. May you give them more wisdom. Thank you, Father, for in Jesus' precious name we pray. He said.
Right to the white. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra.
Yes, as we are drawing the curtain for this segment, I want to use this privilege to remind us that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be on air tomorrow morning at exactly 7 a.m. Biafran time. Make sure you are standing by. It's going to be an interactive section as he promised. Come with your question. Come with open mind. Come with the Biafran spirit. 7 a.m. Biafran time, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be right here on Radio Biafra, among other media platforms, of course, to have an interactive session with Biafrans across the globe. That having been said, one or two contributions in support of what our mommy has said, and also to clarify some issue when we talk about Christianity or any form of religion. Believe me, I am biased. I do not pretend about that. I am biased based on the fact that nobody goes through what we go through as a Biafran in Nigeria, and you tell me you are not biased. You are pretending. You are deceiving yourself. Honestly, I am biased because you cannot beat a child and you ask that child not to cry. It's unfair. I am biased in everything, biased with Nigeria, biased with everybody who want Biafra restoration not to be a reality. I am biased, honestly. I don't pretend about that. That having been said, we have different religion in Nigeria. We have the Christians, we have the Muslim, we have the traditionalists, we have the Yehudians, the Shabbatarian, all of them. You have bunch of idiots among all of them. But of course, the larger they are, the more you have foolish people there. And sincerely speaking, when you talk about Christians as a case study, one of these days we look into them. We'll have wonderful men of God, like me, George Onyeibe, Reverend George Onyeibe. We don't pretend. We just tell you the way it is. There's nothing you can do that you have not done before or no one else has done. We have a lot of good, wonderful Biafran Christians, a lot of 419 among them, but all good. The problem in Christianity in the church today starts because Yoruba people have monopoly over Christianity. That is their own company, it's their own franchise. The amazing thing there is that when you see stupid Biafrans, of course, many of them, they are all in Yoruba church. they use juju to spoil their head. Yoruba pastors are the problem as far as I'm concerned. They are the one who build school with Biafran hard-earned money, and your children cannot afford to go there. You can feel bad for all your life. That is your business. Yoruba pastors are the problem of Christianity in Biafra land. In Nigeria, they are the 419ers. And without apology, we will prove all of them wrong till the end. And if you are a Biafran pastor, you are following them. We know why you are like that. Honestly, many pastors cannot speak up because of DSS, CFCC, ICPC, among other bulldog, controlled by the Nigerian Fulani Hausa Yoruba government, the zoo government. If you thought they shut you down, people like Sule Boy have tried to express himself in reaction to Fulani herdsmen killing. But after he visited DSS, his language changed. You become relevant when you speak in favor of Nigeria, and that is why people like Tunde Bakare would not allow Goodluck Ebere Jonathan to stay in office. But now, when they see dead Buhari, all of them has gone mood. But that having been said, if you are part of the problem, you are part of the menace. Nigerian has found itself in, even if it's Nigeria is just another catastrophe. You must understand that the hulu balu all of you have caused will surely boomerang. I will not go beyond this point because our time is fast spent. But believe me, you just stand by. We will bring all of you down to the mud where you belong. This is Radio Biafra Israel. We'll be signing off temporarily. Make no mistake about it. I'll be back right after that without any delay. In day one. Wonderful people of Biafra.
Don Prince Victor, Biafra Deje, no, Obia, Ije, Freedom, na Udoka Inario, Anya Tony hip hop for Barameno. Aye bunde Biafra, bunde judo naga, obis, makilo makeju na kagano. Oga de kwa rai na ma. Omo Biafra, Biafra na sako. Ibo wen madu no. Ibo wen madu na sako. Omo Biafra de. Biafra na sako. No. Ibo wen madu na sako. Eji megu megine, tifuna mekano. Otogwo ga-adịrị mma, onye eze na ọdụbụrụ gị mma. Ọkwa ndị solo gili n'ụwa, akọrọ gị ogili lata. Ọkwa osisi bolo tolo, na-esego n'ụwa kwere. Ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo, ọdụrụ na-egbe mma. Ọkwa okoko onye arụ, a na-achụ anya ọsọ. Otu ekwensu eliko nni, oge jikwe n'ogologo ngaji. Dike Kanu gị bụ na London, Dike Kanu gị bụ na Israel. Dike Kanu people na Russia. Dike Kanu people na India. Dike Kanu people na Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu. Dike Kanu people na Biafra. Nzobu enyi mba enyi. Nzobu enyi mba enyi. Anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo. Enyi mba enyi. Nzobu enyi mba enyi. Udene la budene, udene abulano. Mananya bulondo udene nenuwa. Iyo gogo, I want to know something. Make una hear me. Ibulu want them from the tabernacle. Make una come back, make una come back. Can you do the no bodani? Can you do the important export? Can you do the no bodani? Need to know bodani. Need to know bodani. E posso do pana banyo. Sheep na bakwana banyo. Oye di pana la banyo. Maya kudi na banyo. Iye ni ne dimma. Odi pana la banyo. Nataba no no no. Can you do the no bodani? Umi bo komba. Can you do the no bodani? Oti ye wasa. Weni akaelu. Akafuwa yufu. Owetu akalo. Jehovah, keso futaru Israelu. Nakaperu. Bine, nasara yo keranyo. Balie, nasara yo keranyo. Bilie, nasara yo keranyo. Biafra bukanyo. Obudama, Biafra bukanyo. Ala chukutere manu. Zobu, 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 zobu. Zobu, 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 enyimba, zobu, 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 ha. Anya zobu nundelo, zobu, 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 enyimba, IPOB, zobu, 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 enyimba. Atikwa mnikwe kikeo. Biafra na sako. Gili bigwe se wande mo. Ibo we mada na sako. Odi ye wate hela kunu yaka o. Biafra na sako. Ake fuwa go funige wutiana. Ibo we mada na sako. Lapu kena nye kaina babo. Biafra na sako. Anyana tango na anyana tango. Ibo we mada na sako. I wende kene. Oji say. Our able director. Mazi. Ibo we mada na sako. Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ọ ga-adịrị mma. Onye ese. I say gị gaba. Banyela tụ n'ụzọ. I say gị gaba n'ilu. Don't be afraid. At all. Never you be afraid of anyone. You are a lion. Don't afraid. Ọkwa agụ na amụ agụ. Anyị bụ ndị Igbo. Nzọbụ. Achukwu. Onye obi ama ya ime gị. Nzọbụ. Enyimba. Ụmụ obi afọla nzọbụ. Enyimba.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
This is my message to the world. I'm writing from my heart and my broken soul. Every day and night we keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers and the sons. We are light, we are the light of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. We are one, we are the choosing worlds. Chukwakika is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land, flowing with milk and honey. Breaking all that chains and the pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever, we shall reign in the world. We are stars, we are the greatest stars. No matter where we go, we rise to the sky. All around the world, we see greatness in the sights. Every day and night, we struggle for our lives. We are one, we are the chosen ones. Chukwakika is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land, flowing with milk and honey. Breaking all that chains and the pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, wonderful Biafrans across the globe doing the needful. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day we shall. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Ukukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Omoahia. Omoahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. Honestly, for more than 60 years now, no Biafran have been able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people until he came. He is the director of Radio Biafra. He is the director of Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB. And he remained the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. By the special grace of Chukwukika Biama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And before I proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chi Uku Ukika Biama, I want to use this moment to appreciate those Biafran brothers and sisters who has taken it upon themselves to go to the studio, make music, even when you are not a musician. You saw the need, you went into that studio with your money. Some of you made recording of this music through your Android phone. Honestly, you don't know the great deal you are doing to me. I must let you know this evening that your works have been a source of inspiration to me. And then I give it to you, Biafran musicians, men and women, boys and girls. You are doing well, I can assure you that. Let me move ahead to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukika Biama, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For in the end, we are gone as a people without His divine intervention. Many people have gathered against us for no just cause. We have not taken that which belongs to another, except out of envy and jealousy. They want us down. But God said, no, you cannot be humiliated, for I am the lifting up of your head. And that is why we make it clear to everyone that there is a power that shapes our way. We do not look up to the heavens, nor the hills, nor the earth for help, because our help comes from He who made the heavens and the earth. And tonight I give Him praise as ever. All glory must be to our God, for He is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to our God. Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ị mara mma, ịhụnanya gị n'ịma gị, obiọma gị ujuru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ị bụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na Nedemao. You see, for it is our faith in you, O Lord, that protect us. And so we are not afraid to kneel before the God who saves us. Thank you, Father. And as always, this evening we must go to our topic, which is simply titled, As a result of an act of desperation. As a result of an act of desperation. A lot of crime has been committed against the people of Biafra by the Nigerian state as a result of the act of desperation. A lot of things have been happening to us. All because the Nigerian state, when I use the word the Nigerian state, I am talking about those who are Nigerians. There are Biafrans that are Nigerians. Most of them are the children of the warrant chief. Most of them are the children of the current day Fulani, Hausa and Yoruba slave. Most of them, Biafrans, are the children of the saboteur. So when we talk about the Nigerian state, it covers the whole range of people. It falls into the categories of Biafran who go to Yoruba church. It boils down to the Yoruba of one Nigeria It boils down to the Hausa born to rule, counterpart with the Fulani, Janjaweed. These are the Nigerian states. It boils down to British government. It boils down to oil theft, oil companies. You know, when you hear oil theft, you think it's a promotion. It's just oil thief. They are thief. When you are poor man, you steal money. They call you thief. When you are big man, you steal the same money. They call you theft. So when I saw you theft, don't think they are honorable. They are shameless. Every oil company in Biafra land and most international companies, they are some of the reasons why we are here. So you call them theft, you call them thief, they are all the same to me. These are the Nigerian states. Out of desperation, when we talk about colonial masters, as they claim they are, but they are colonial terrorists. So whether you hear them say they are colonial master or we call them colonial terrorists, they are all the same to me. It's just a matter of trying to upgrade their stature a little bit in order to cover their atrocity. But believe me, one of the reasons why we are here is to make sure that their atrocity against us as a people can never be covered. And so, like I said, for a very long time, a lot of crime have been committed against the people of Biafra as a result of act of desperation. Tonight, let us remind ourselves. Let us send a message across to them so that each time they come judging us, that will insult people, and they have failed to condemn the actions of Fulani herdsmen, you tell them that thunder will fire them. The insult have not started. But a day will come. They wish we will be insulting them for the rest of their life. Believe me, the time for talking to people is almost winding up. And I hate people who are hypocritical in nature. They pretend all is well. They pretend they love you, but they kill you. And every such individual who has such chameleon in nature and then working against Biafra, trying to talk us out from responding to you adequately, I tell you, you will fail in the end. I've heard a lot of people, you say, you sound biased, you sound, but this is grammar to me. Honestly, I am biased. And I love people, you just turn down your radio and go and sleep. It's better for you. Feel our pain. I'm talking to Homo sapiens now across the globe. Feel our pain. And the next generation of Biafra must prepare their mind. When they are done dealing with you, they will tell you how to cry. They will want to direct you on how to react. They will want you to be emotionally stable by not saying what they have done to you. But this is not the era. And the next generation must not allow themselves to be bamboozled. And today you are seeing the impact. They told our father, how has the mighty fallen? Today, who is fallen? Your embassy in Berlin, you could not pay the bill. Not because you don't have the resources. Julius Berger is a German company. Julius Berger refused to tie Biafra land because people of Biafra told Julius Berger, you cannot be siphoning our oil before you repair Nigeria, whereas you refuse to work major roles in Biafra land. Julius Berger got angry and pulled out of Biafra land. And I can tell you, for more than 30 years, if you see Julius Berger company in Biafra land, these are subcontractors. Julius Berger just park their truck there and go and relax in Abuja and Kano. So they are part of the oil theft. But these are the truth they don't want you to see. And now Germans are going to get angry. Oh, these people are biased. They will not get freedom. It is not in any of your hand. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. When you chase Europeans down to fall Europe, France ran to Britain and the rest of it. They made a combat. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. There were times the Roman ruled the world. But today, where are they? There were times the Babylonians, the Medians and the Persians, the Grecians, all of them ruled the world. Kingdom fall and who is even ruling the world now? Are they still dragging it? But we shall see. Africa will rise again. Biafra will rise again. But believe me, we are people who don't mean anybody harm. We want to go home. A lot of atrocity have been committed against us as a people. They don't want us to say it. And maybe when I come this morning, I would have been presenting a beautiful sermon. And then I say, Holy Ghost, do it again in our life. Open our eyes to see Jesus seated upon the throne. But we will not do that anymore. Because if you don't allow us to enjoy our oil and gas, is it heaven you are going to allow us to see Jesus? All of you deceive yourself. The truth will haunt you. We will keep saying it. The truth will expose you. You keep analyzing us. The truth will destroy all of us, and we will keep doing what we are doing. My brothers, believe me. You must understand the new generation of Biafra, what they have done to us out of desperation. Number one, out of desperation, they named their currency to the detriment of our people. Where we sit today as a Nigeria, anytime you hold that Naira and Kobo as a Biafran, it means a different thing to you with the Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani. Anytime you hold that Naira as a Biafran, you are carrying a metal of course. God is preventing that cause from functioning in our life because some of us actually operate in a different realm. Before the war, we were using pounds and shillings. Pounds and shillings so high that the British pounds could not compare with it. Nigerian currency was higher than that of American dollars. Not to talk of any other currency in the world. Because Nigerians supposedly, Biafran land was blessed. Whose blessing robbed on Nigeria? And after the war, they decided to devaluate the pounds and shillings. The first principle that they introduced before the IMF or International Monetary Fund or whatever they call themselves help the Hausa, Yoruba, and Fulani to destroy the new currency. Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani, under the auspices of the British government, went together and had an agreement. And the agreement was coded in your currency. Number one, they say kill Ojukwu before others. Kobo. Kill Ojukwu before others. But it's unfortunate they couldn't kill Ojukwu. And when Ojukwu died, and then another one more determined than Ojukwu is here. Mazi Nandekano. Nigeria must be grateful to Elohim. Because if anything has happened to our leader, another story is what they will be judging by now. But we will not debate much on that. Until then, kill Ojukwu before others. Anytime you hold Kobo, they have told themselves, let us kill Ojukwu. Now Ojukwu is here in another form. Then maybe you have them, there is need for you to change Kobo. Because IPOB is here. And that is why they are so desperate to stop IPOB. But believe me, they don't have what it takes. They move on to the higher currency in terms of denomination. They call it Naira. They named it to remind themselves. Never allow Igbo rule again. Never allow Igbo rule again. But some of us who are intellectually and academically outstanding in terms of achievement, who went to Harvard University in China and Toronto University in America, they will dispute this. But if I will ask you humbly this evening, is Naira Yoruba language or Naira Hausa language or Naira Igbo language? And now you know. Out of desperation, they named our currency to the detriment of our people. And people are defending, no, it's not true. It's a lie. It's not true. But what is Naira? Is there any country in the world having a currency, answering alien name? They would have called our currency Theresa May and Flora Shaw, or Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw. It would have been better. Out of desperation. Number two, out of desperation, they forcefully Islamize Nigeria without the consent of the people by registering every government parasitator with Islam. I want those of you in Nigeria to go and look at your national television. Is it NTA they call it? Go and sit and watch NTA. Go and sit and watch Yoruba propelled Gota media. You think we are Muslim? I have to study the Quran out of curiosity in order to understand what Allah represents. I'm not a Muslim. And I will never be, even 100 life to come. But that having been said, I am an Islam. People think Nigeria is a Muslim country. Less than 20% of Nigerians are Muslim. But all the Islamic nations around the world empowered this 20% to undermine our sovereignty. British government that gave us the Bible become the head of Islam. But little wonder that you have more people answering Muhammad in Britain, even more than Saudi Arabia. And now maybe you begin to understand. I have high regard for King James translation of the Bible because it is very authoritative in nature, in content. But if you know who King James is, he's a rapist, he's a homosexual, he's a gay. King James who translated the Bible to King James. And now when people come and question the authenticity or authentication of Christianity, understand a lot has gone wrong and all the hopeless men of God are not saying this truth. They want to tell you, don't judge. No, we got to judge you. Because the Bible says it is your duty to judge those who say they are Christian. Because this is the only way you can remove the evil people from among you. But it's not your duty to judge the world. I can tell you that we were forcefully Islamized. Nigerian police is registered in Islam. Nigerian army is registered in Islam. Nigerian Air Force is registered in Islam. Nigerian NTA is registered in Islam. Nigerian National Assembly is Islamic building. Everything about Nigeria, Islam. Go to your currency, Islam. It is only Nigerian Navy that is registered in English. The image of the Nigerian people is Islam. Babangida paid huge amount of money to the Islamic Organization of West Africa to Islamize us. And when we talk about Islamization, it is not about turning you to Dawuda, to Yusuf, or any other Islamic name. It's not about the mosque and the Alfa and the Imam. It goes beyond that. Islamization is you become fool for them. You become their idiot. Your children become alamajiri. They become beggar. It is about killing you when you fail to comply. And that is exactly what is happening. These are the character and the frustration of Nigeria. These are the attitude of Nigeria that they projected out of frustration. Good luck understand that Nigerian has expired because the fraudulent amalgamation expired during his tenure. He moved ahead to print the current 5 naira, 10 naira, 20 naira, 50 naira, and 100 naira denomination and remove all the Islamic right up there. We are not Islam. Nigeria is a secular state built by more Christians in the presence of Adeboye, Kumuye, Oyedepo, Odukoya, and other 419 men of God who supposedly claim to be Christian. They never question why our currency does not carry the image of Jesus, but that of Muhammad. It will shock all of you that Nigerian constitution never remembered or recognized Christianity. They remember the Quran. They remember Muhammad. They remember other idiot Afar and Imam. Nigerian constitution is a sympathizer to Boko Haram, Meati Allah, Fulani headsmen, Lamido Sanisi Lamido, among others. All this your Yoruba pastor, they never talk about it. Out of frustration. You have been Islamized and you don't even know already. Number 3, out of desperation, they made sure that no project in Biafra land will ever be completed in their lifetime. These cabals who run Nigeria, they can only deceive us the true con for us. Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. Ogoni can never be clean up. Oh, Niger Delta sovereignty, Niger Delta sovereignty. But all these things, you know, they lie to you. The first thing that the government of Muhammadu Buhari did in 2015 was to move down to Ogoni land. The pastor who was supposedly the vice president of Nigeria went to flag up Ogoni cleanup. Ogoni cleanup has not been flagged up till today. And as I'm talking to you this very moment, they are still playing with Ogoni head. Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. All of you who shout Ogoni clean up, look at you, they are giving you 20,000, 60,000 backyard. You will lie, you are a farmer and fisherman. So they give you some changes. Ogoni will never be cleaned. Out of desperation, they make sure no project will be completed. The only major road that link Biafra land is the road known as the East-West Road. It will shock most of you that road, to know that road have been under construction for more than 35 years. Yes, we are calling on the federal government to come and do something about the East-West Road. They have done well, let them continue to try. But are you an idiot to know they will not complete it? From Port Harcourt to River State, there is no road. From Port Harcourt to Imo State, there is no road. And then from Port Harcourt to Abia, no road. From Abia to Imo, no road. From Abia to Ebonyi, no road. From Ebonyi to Enugu, no road. From Enugu to Anambra, no road. I thought the Enugu airport had been open. How about Takanibia airport? Because we have said it on Radio Biafra, tomorrow they will activate the reconstruction, the renovation, the rehabilitation, and the redeceiving of Akanibia airport. They are going to say it. Nigeria has released $20 billion. They are going to work on the airport so that before Easter, it can be in the area. Out of desperation, they made a promise. They made a vow to themselves. Never allow Igbo rule again. A common slogan well known to all of us. Second Niger Bridge. Almost 1,000 years. We are still talking about Second Niger Bridge. But of course, it has afforded them the opportunity to begin to sanfill River Niger. And some people think they are doing Second Bridge. They are sanfilling River Niger. If River Niger link River Ethiopia, if River Niger link River Benue, if Mongo Park and Landa Brothers and William Wilberforce and Mary Slessor and other foolish terrorists who came to Biafra land came through River Niger, are you telling me that River Niger you know today was what made Mongo Park to leave wherever he came from to come and look at Biafra land? You don't know Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are deliberately the erosion degradation that is taking place in Anambra. And so it helps them to do their job very quickly. So next time they give you picture of Second Niger Bridge, there are deliberate plots to sanfill River Niger, and do not think it is not possible. It is possible. Go, those of you from Anambra, go across to the Delta side. From where God is good motor park down to every company that you see there today, they were all part of River Niger. If you were coming from Abo down to where they call Ogbawusa in Asaba, that place Ogbawusa is, as a child, all those places were River Niger. Because the moment you get there, there is a bomb there. The moment your vehicle hits that bomb, the next thing you will see is glittering lights. It looks as if the heaven came down there. My brother, that was River Niger, blinking. But today, that which represents the glory of the Igbo man is systematically being destroyed by Nigeria. Out of frustration, may I remind you that out of desperation, they shut down every federal government present in Biafra land in order to keep us handicapped. When you look at those of us from the area they call Niger Delta, government is gradually removing the federal government present in those lands so that you will not have the power to stop them. But those in the coast upper land of Biafra land, you don't have nothing to threaten government with. When you want to protest, are you going to burn down Ariaria Market? Are you going to burn down Center Table Call Flyover in Osisioma? Are you going to burn Ochanja Market? Are you going to burn Opiweka Market? Which one are you going to burn so government will listen to you? They have succeeded in removing every federal government present in the upland region of Biafra land. And then in the coastal region where you have like a criminal company like Shell among others, they are gradually moving their head office to Lagos or Abuja. And so when Niger Delta militant or Niger Delta revolutionaries or Niger Delta freedom fighter will want to threaten government, like those idiots who are saying, if we can try us, we will burn River State, we will scatter River State, we will shut down federal government present in River State. My brother, I better do quick because federal government of Yoruba Hausa Fulani, they are shutting it down already. And so when it is done, I will know what we will use to hold Nigeria ransom. In Alaja, Kano, Kaduna, they are hastening up to make sure that they remove the oil and gas underground you, and you can't do anything. Let's just look at an example of it before we continue to look at some of the acts of desperation by the Nigerian terrorist state to keep us down.
Bonny Island is home to the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas (NLNG) with a production capacity of 22 million metric tons of gas per annum that is also expected to increase to 30 million metric tons per annum when the Train 7 expansion plant project is completed. However, the alleged move by the NLNG to sublet the fabrication components of the project to companies outside Bonny Island and the Niger Delta region is not going down well with the people of the area and some oil and gas experts.
So the NLNG project that was estimated to employ about 10,000 youths or more, if they take the fabrication away from this environment now, it means that it will reduce the expected manpower. But I want to let them know that it will be resisted.
How we meet with the Bonny Chief Council, the Bonny local government, as Bonny people, we will let NLNG know that we will not accept that.
They wondered why the NLNG thought about the relocation and add to the value of the Lagos economy.
The general contractors, close to 80% of them, they are all sourced from Lagos. To keep the economy, local economic thriving, they are taking all these jobs again to Lagos. Is it fair?
If you relocate the fabrication from Rivers to Lagos, what it means that you are adding more to the economy of Lagos. This is a place that suffers environmental degradation as a result of the activities.
Azubike is the zonal chairman of Pegasan, Port Harcourt branch. He opined that since labor is mobile, NLNG should bring the experts to the Niger Delta region.
In River State or Niger Delta, if we do not have the manpower here, those who can source outside the area could equally move down here to do the job.
Meanwhile, member representing Akoko Northwest and Northeast Federal Constituency in Ondo State, Ade Adeogun, was quoted as saying that the choice of Lagos was based on the business decision by the NLNG due to concentration of experience and local manpower.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. They ended it by telling you that one Yoruba man who is also in Niger Delta, because Ondo is part of Niger Delta, he told you Niger Delta of the idiot Niger Delta that don't worry, the reason they are relocating it or the need to relocate it to Lagos is better because Lagos is a very good place for business, very uniquely located for business. Our Niger Delta is not okay for it. Out of desperation. Now, let me remind those in River State. Most of the things you are enjoying today in terms of federal government present was actually in Delta State before now. When Delta State realized what is going on, they demanded for more rights and gradually they moved to River State. And now River State is waking up and gradually they are moving it to Lagos State. Our land is good to pollute, but not to develop. Out of desperation, I must remind you, they indirectly damage the IQ of our people to the extent that they can never ask for more. Rather, they content as second-hand fiddle. I want you to watch our politician. The highest position they can aim is to be a second-hand fiddle. Oh, I will be under Tinubu. They're using our head. Very soon you will lose that position. Oh, Peter Obi is good to serve Atiku. And then we are looking for the next idiot who will serve Tinubu. That is if Tinubu don't die before then. They have destroyed our IQ, that even in our civil service, we think it is the right of Hausa and Yoruba to be our Oga. So with all your degree, I saw the student, the child has scored the highest in JAM, in this late JAM. Say, little girl from Anambra, maybe around the Hiala. The mark was amazing. The best in the whole federation. But this girl, if she does not end up a keke na pepper driver or a concrete missile somewhere in Oka, she may be working under idiot Fulani Hausa and Yoruba who didn't go to school. Out of desperation, they have damaged our IQ. What our leader Mazi Kanu is doing remain a misery, because they never knew they still have a man who can reason upright in that manner. To confront their evil, look at them the way they are, and address them. Out of desperation, I must remind you that these people created a lot of federal government agencies just to make sure that they cripple our activities. They have WAEC to make sure that no matter what you score, you are not going anywhere. They have the DSS to make sure they monitor everybody who want to challenge the Nigerian fraudulent sovereignty. They have the ICPC who are confused, claiming to be chasing Yahoo boys, but they are the Yahoo. They have the EFCC. They say they are Economic Financial Crime Commission, but they are in charge of money laundering across the globe. Go and ask Magu. They have the INEC, which is supposed to take care of election and ensure that nobody is disenfranchised. But they are the one who are making sure that even somebody who do not have a certificate to contest for election is the governor of Imo State. And of course, they have NDLEA who are supposed to be going after drug traffickers, among others. But they are the one who run the cabal, the traffic cabal. They work with Tinubu. Americans know that Tinubu is responsible for majority of the cocaine being sold to American youth. Out of desperation, you can't talk because all these bulldog government agencies will shut you down. Do I remind you that out of frustration, out of desperation, they want us to remain in one Nigeria? Nigerians want us to remain in one Nigeria. We are not one. The goat in Biafra land is different from the goat in Hausa and Yoruba land. The ram in Biafra land is different from the ram in the Hausa and Yoruba land. Our cow is different from their cow. Our fowl is different from their fowl. Do you know that the lizard in our community is different from the one in their community? Awolowo knew this truth, and I give it to him tonight. He said the truth. The relationship between the Biafrans, the Oduduwa, and the Arewa, they are like oil and water. He cannot miss, because God has said the boundary already, and this is what we are asking for. Their food is a poison to us. A normal Yoruba-blooded individual can eat a bag of pepper. It's good for their body. That is why you come to Nigerian market, you will see China pepper, Cameroon pepper, Indian pepper, American pepper. There is no type of pepper, no type of pepper you don't see in Nigeria. It's because of Yoruba people. When Yoruba chop pepper, an Igbo man try and chop the same amount of pepper, COVID-19 would have been a better option for that Igbo man. It's their choice. They call us Ajokutama Momi. They call us Ajokutama Momi. It is our nature. Awusa Fulani, they eat tuwa and shenama, tuwa and shimelu, tuwa and shantoro, tuwa everything. It is their choice. If we give that food to our children, they will die of only God know the name of the disease. But God made it so, and it is beautiful in our sight. If Fulani eat tuwa and shenama and tuwa and shimelu, they can travel from Costa Rica to Jamaica. Now you know. Yoruba chop pepper. They can minister from morning to night, inside everywhere ministrable. And then when we jokutama momi, when we eat akpu gari, very strong one without drinking water, our body takes it. And now you are telling us, oh, you are one Nigeria. There is a love in diversity. There is unity in diversity of love. You cannot tamper with the topographic and enumeratic of Nigeria. But you are aware that God separated these things already. And then shame to all of you. Shame to all of you who think you can mix water and oil together. How long has this experiment been going on? And now you see every day that which divides us, that which separates us is more than that which unites us. To undo this evil, Biafrans, we must respond not just with the art of desperation, but also with the mind of urgency and necessity, or else they will put an end into us, a deeper mess more than we have been. I tell you, Biafrans, anywhere you are, we must put an end to this. Not just with an act of desperation, not just with an act of necessity, but with the heart of an urgency, or else they will mess us up. But the more they mess us up, the more they will hear from us. I'll be back in a minute.
The more we fight together.
Our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness, taking few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness, taking few steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not be bent. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what he can charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God has charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not be vain. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has charged you to save. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not be vain. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet may we remember.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to Radio Biafra.
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 07081545642. 07081545642 is our WhatsApp line, and our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971 is our direct number, and the special number for the female is 08128858614. Special number for the female is 08128858614. And of course, I want to bring to your notice that our leader Mazi Nandi Ukukano will be on air tomorrow at exactly 7 a.m. Biafran time. He promised it's going to be an interactive session. Out of desperation, Nigeria want to wipe us out of desperation. We must understand this thing and be ready to respond to them. Out of desperation, we must expose them. Out of desperation, we must make sure their embassies don't function across the globe. Out of desperation, we must make the world know the truth about Nigeria. Out of desperation, we must respond to them adequately. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Good evening from here.
Yes, Mazi.
How do they greet? Is it bonjour, mademoiselle, or au revoir?
This is bonsoir. It's bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Francis.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
bonsoir, monsieur. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. George Onyeibe. You always hit the nail at the point, you know. I thank you very much, Mazi. I greet you all Biafrans all over the world. I greet our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. And his deputy, Mazi Uchemefo, shall be well with you people. And remember, Mazi Emmanuel, I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, in addition of what you just said, out of desperation, the world has been oppressing us. Mazi, if you look at on this planet Earth, I have never seen, I don't think there are any nation or any people on this planet Earth that pass through what Biafran people are passing through since the day British people set their foot in our own land. Because you cannot tell me that you call where you have about 3 countries or 4 countries together, and you claim that you have constitution, you claim that you have things that is, you know what is called federation. You see that Nigeria is now gradually running, if I can say, because it's only in a royal kingdom you can hardly or see a king or queen come out to speak. But Nigeria is gradually heading to that way. But in a republic where you call federal republic, you don't see president come out. You don't see Trump. You don't see other countries that have presidents. Their president, you don't mean of president. You go out to meet the people. You go out to see, to hear. You go out to visit states, visit many areas. You know, opening places, doing a lot of projects. Not even, discussing, defending the nation. But look at that zoo called Nigeria. Look at the way they are. The president, they don't know even if they are president. No president, and they are still pretending there. And when you come to these Europeans who are backing all these people, you find out that all these people pass through this way. This almost the same thing they are planning to us now. The same, some of them, like France, like Britain, they nearly lost their nations. They nearly being wiped out by some of their own so-called Germans and others. But later they rescued them. So tell me what gives them that courage to be suppressing others? Are they revenging on us? Are they taking revenge of what German did to them, or what? I don't know. Because you cannot tell me that in that zoo called Nigeria, you will just take only 20% of Fulanis and empower them, and gradually turning Nigeria into Islamic nation. other federations, and you are forcing them. What they are doing to us now, they are forcing us into everything. That is the reason why if you don't agree to take bribe, either they kill you or you go to exile. That is only what Nigeria stands for, and they are doing it very discover or even know what they are doing. So, Mazi, I am calling into every nation that has their own interest, because they have people of interest, countries of interest, companies of interest, people, all of them in Biafra land. We are calling them to do what? To do the need to review their own stand in that zoo. Because we are not going to tolerate what happened to us. Why? The reason why they wiped us, they nearly wiped us away in 1967 to 1970 by British government and the Soviet Union. We are not going to allow them again. We have suffered a lot. We have suffered a lot. Have oil like us. Many countries have oil. That oil they are talking, they don't even allow us to do what? To benefit anything there. So what is the use of the oil? Are they telling us it's because of the oil? No, it's not because of the oil. They want to wipe us away and replace the Fulanis there and take over our land so that they will be, managing all the things that zoo have. But we are not going to allow them. We can never allow them. Mazi George Onyeibe, I'm very upset on what is going on what is really happening there. But let me just stop it here. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from. Call on the line.
Mazi Onyeibe.
Monitoring Spirit. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, Dochiko Tikabia Maderege, Martinez. Tedu Temefo, Udochiko Tikabia, Berege, Ezibo Dete. That is one of I got very free from slavery. Udochiko Tikabia Maderege. Our leader, that is Namdekano, Ojirobu, Kitawuro Madea Beregi, Iwodogu. Anya nila hugele ya no modonya de kage. Ena puta Biafra n'elu ụwa site n'ikikere nsi n'eluigwe ke Chukwu okike abịa amanyere gị onye nzọpụta. Ụmụ Chineke ebe niile unu nọ n'elu ụwa unu gee ntị. Unu mara na obi unu rụ ọcha. Because our leader said Biafra can be restored if we are honest people. N'ihi na o nwezi okwu owu ndị ụkwụ adịwo. Unu mara na obi unu rụ ọcha ka Biafra bịa echi maka ọwa iji Biafra onwedo onye ji. Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. Si n'ala ala obi a soro m nwoke Chukwu ezikọ ha kelee nu Chukwu okike abịa ma nna ahụ nwe ya wee kekere ụwa ka ihe niile dị n'ime ya. O Chineke igwe na eze nke ebube. Na-apụta anyị ụmụ Biafra. Mgbe mmụọ anyị nọ na nsogbu, anyị atagela ahụhụ n'elu ụwa. Anyị ga-enye gị ekele ebube. Ekele ọma ka anyị ga-enye gị. Eze dị nsọ. Otito ọma ka anyị ga-enye gị. Chukwu okike abịa ma. Abụ ndị nsọ ka anyị ga-abụ iji gosi nụ gị na ịbụ chi ebube. Gbaghara n'anyị mee ha anyị. Anyị emeghego gị nna gbaghara. Ka anyị keta oke n'ime gị eze dị nsọ amara gị bara ya ụba. Akwa gị akwa ga-esi n'ige buru n'anya ibu anyị tupu okike. Akwa ga-esi n'ige abụ nke anyị ma lee na anyị nọ n'iru gị eze dị nsọ. Gbata ọsọ bịa nyere anyị aka. Chineke nkele igwe anyị nọ n'iru gị. Chioma na zetere gbata ọsọ bịa. Malachi chapter 1. Malachi chapter 1 verse 1 to end. Verse 4, 6, 8 and 14. Very, very important. He is our God. The ancient of ancients. The beginning and the end. Nobody is like him. Who are you? You want your money? You want your kanka? You want your terrorism? Because Sarah, I love Biafra. I will do for you. I won't want to say. Oh, I want to do that. But I say, I want to follow Gonana. Follow the Daniel Navarre very soon. Sarah. Biafra, listen. Second Maccabees, chapter 6, very important, verse 2. That temple, why did they destroy it and change its name to Jesus? Dara. As it happened before, the history, that temple, that area, oh, yes, when I get to spot Magida, one, Nalaja, Fuller, Onda. Second Maccabees, chapter 7, very, very important. Chapter 8 and chapter 9, very important. You see chapter 9, verse 12. And the top, let me tell you, you are a father and a respectful father. Because you are wise that you are used to. Now you are an elder, you are wise. For declaring Jerusalem to allow peace to reign, Israel to have peace. The war did not end. Declare Biafra, peace, Ezra chapter 6 and chapter 7. It's for you. Repeat that particular history that happens in the time of Asisa. Biafra is Biafra. We are a race. As lizard is different from goat. Goat is different from ant. Pawpaw is different from mango. So human beings. We are not the same thing with this Taliban. They are killing us. They are wasting us. We are suffering. But are you not seeing it? We will defend ourselves. Biafrans everywhere you are in the world. Get ready. Our leader will address us tomorrow morning for you people to get ready. See, 7 days from today, you will see the signal. And let me tell you, Awusa, if you love yourself, this is the opportunity to free yourself from this.
Thank you very much.
Izu Opali Badike on 646-645-8237.
Other zone coordinators include Bronx Zone 1 and Mazi Dr. Ekweme on +164-664-43957. Ise Obina
+192-9509-8008.
Staten Island, Mazi John on 347-203-0871.
Pastor Thomas 6462-269487.
Brooklyn Zone,
Saint Abalakwe
AM on +16-462-3652-46.
Queens/Long Island,
Mazi Elochukwu
164-6956-6219.
Bronx Zone 2, Wada Beatrice on 347-5177-934.
Or Reverend Jeff.
You live anywhere in the U.S. and you want to join or contribute, call our National Coordinator, Dr. Okoro, or our National Deputy Coordinator, Wada Lady Prestige. Or you are a woman in the USA, you can join our Women Wing. Call Wada Mommy Okafor on 121-571-57709. Also, if you want to contribute, USA will not fail our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, or disappoint our motherland, Biafra. Or hail Biafra, Biafra, we hail you. Signed, David Ezekwesili, New York State Coordinator.
US America.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Oh, good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. May bless everyone. My name is Onyeibe. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. I thank you, my Lord Mazi. You have done. In fact, I told them that you are doing more greater job in this Biafra land. It's all these people. Our people don't even know how that crude oil looks like. And all those janjaweed that call themselves darkness, called Zoo, Nigga area, they are there collecting what belongs to us. Sometimes I wonder what is giving them strength. Nothing but what comes from Biafra land. Now they want to pipe everything and leave that area of Biafra land desert so that they will go and develop their own area of land. I just thank Chukwukadama. I do always call their people and tell them to thank Chukwukadama that it was somebody like my leader, Mazi Kanu, that Chukwukadama sit on this. Because I told them if it were me, I will kill them until my hand will be filled with blood. So that Chukwukadama will tell me what he told David, that your hand is full with blood or you can't build the house for me. They should just thank their God. They should just go and thank Chukwukadama, the creator of heaven and earth, that he gave us somebody like Mazi Kanu. I'm not the kind of person that I am. Even not, I will finish all of them. I will make sure that none of them breathes out on this planet Earth. You see, these people, their plan is so evil, so demonic, so dangerous. You want to wipe the children of God out of the surface of the earth. Let them go and thank their God. I was just so angry. Let them just go and thank their God. Let Nigerians, as they call themselves, just go and thank their God. It was our leader, a gentleman, a man that doesn't become angry like that. That Chukwukadama sits in front of us and is leading us and telling us what to do. And whenever we become angry, he will tell us to cool down, that time have not reached. Let him just one day open his mouth and tell us that these people is supposed to be chased out of this surface of the earth. Let me see who will stay in their house on that day.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Are you still there? Most favored.
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. Good evening from here. Thank you. Good evening, and friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and IPOB at large. Good evening from here, and Mazi, I must thank you for the good work, and I must also thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great, and our deputy, Mazi Mefo, and every IPOB principal officer and IPOB members and Biafrans at large who are working for Biafra to be restored. Chukwa Biama will see us through, and Chukwa Biama will restore Biafra in our own time. He said, Mazi, please, I just called so you can permit me to announce our meeting that is coming forward. But before then, my name is Most Favored Onyeibe. I come from Ozobro. Ozobro is in Ekusigo, Newi province, Biafran land. And I'm calling you from Holland, where I serve indigenous people in the capacity of national PRO. Mazi, I just want to announce our meeting. So, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, but especially Biafrans living in Netherlands, any part, any place, any side, any part of Netherlands you are living, please set your reminder, be aware that we'll be having our national meeting. Our national meeting will be coming up on the 11th of July. And the venue for this meeting will be Egoli number 9. Egoli number 9. And the postcode for this very venue is 1103 AC. Postcode is 1103 AC, Amsterdam. Please, the time for this meeting, it will start 4 p.m. Netherlands time, 4 p.m. and we'll run it down to 8. Please, we all are seeing what is happening in our land. This is not the time of hiding under your wife's wrapper. This is not the time to be having grudge against one another. Our life is at stake. Our land is under siege. Keep all.
Caller on the line. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good
evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Chinos Obidike. I'm from State, Alope, Akata. I thank God for everything that you people are doing for us. I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I thank our deputy also. May God bless you all people. You people are trying. Keep it on. As our leader promised us, to do what we asked us to do this year, we shall restore our kingdom here. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. And there is no two ways about it.
Yeah, power line zone. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Move away from your radio set, please.
Okay, brother. Mazi Onyeibe, I pray that may keep on strengthening you. You are doing a wonderful work. Mazi Onyeibe, my name is Unstoppable Sibe. Unstoppable Sibe is indigenous of Idimabam in Anochukwu in Biafra land. Mazi, there is something which I saw yesterday. I've been trying since that yesterday. but I believe that you have already seen it. I would like to, my people, everyone who is listening to me, this is not the time we are going to be talking and be folding our hands. As we used to say, everybody should prepare himself. What am I talking about is what happened in Okokitem. You see what happened in Okokitem, how Fulani herdsmen came in the backyard. This one is no longer in the farm. It's no longer in the bush. This one is in the backyard. With this woman cultivates her cassava. They come in her backyard in the midnight. Began to put the cassava in her backyard to feed their nama, to feed their cow. Now, coming up in the morning, when their leader come, you see how the man was boldly and full of himself to defend his brother. Why? Because when they are asking him, he told him the reason, because okay, also give them the order, permit them to be doing and to be killing our people secretly. Now our mothers are not going to the farm again. They are now leave the farm. They have come to the village. They have come to the house to kill us. Even in the backyard, even in according to the woman, they came in the midnight to uproot the cassava in the backyard, assuming that the woman come out to ask. They may kill him. They may kill her there in that night. Our people, you see that this thing is no longer a joking matter, because there is adage our people used to say, all these things which we are shouting every day, every now and then, they think that it's just a play, it's just a mere talk. It has come because when this thing will start, the reason why we are shouting is that for we to save ourselves before it will be too late. This thing that I saw yesterday make me I don't know how I feel. But when I call the village, when I come to village to tell them what is happening for them to prepare themselves, they think that is a joking matter. I beg, forget this news. Biafra every time, Biafra news. I would like to use this media to tell you people, Ndidima, all this old Bende. It's no longer only old Bende, all the Biafra land. Everybody should wake up and prepare themselves, because these people is already in our house trying to kill us, because according to what this man said by his own mouth, and I know that he didn't know that this woman was recording this thing. He said that our governor gave him audacity, authority to do what they are doing. Okay, see what Ohoku is doing in Imo State. See what all of them is doing. All of them, nobody is responding, nobody is scattering. They are doing as if they know, they are concerned about what is happening. But they don't know that they have already sell us out to this Janjaweed for them to kill us. We better wake up this time to prepare ourselves, to defend ourselves, because there is no more time on our side.
Thank you very much.
This one is not the time they say that I was not in our radio. So Mazi Onyeibe keep on keeping on. I saw what these people were saying and defending Amechi, saying they are going to burn our close Niger Delta, destroy everything. And let them start it already. I hail my brothers, Nigerians who are in the Ghana. Let them keep on keeping on. That we will get there already. We are there already. I know that at last, at all, Mohel Biafra. Mazi, keep on strengthening you. And strengthen my leader and his deputy. Mazi, Nande Kala and Uchembefo. We are there already. They must bring Biafra for us. Biafra must be restored in our own time. Mazi, bless you. Keep on. Shalom.
Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. And of course, we lost that caller. Caller on the line, go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, good evening from here.
Oh, okay.
Will you go ahead or I should cut you off? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I am Machi Jen calling from Doi province.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning to all Biafrans according to your time zone. I use this opportunity to greet our leader, the supreme leader, Mazi the hero of our time, and the Hamadiki one of Biafra land. His deputy, Mazi Chemefo, Onyeibe, Odogumukoma, Dewosa, and the Judge Onyeibe, the lion of Biafra. I thank you. Mazi Onyeibe, I'm not just too happy today and this evening because of what is going on in my province. Even in the afternoon, Foreign was reporting the matter during Ike Peter's program, and the same with Alozie. But I know Elohim is in control. There's nothing they can do. I know the scripture made us to understand that the enemies will come in one way, the day we flee in 7 ways. I know all the gara they are doing there, they are trying to put fears into us because I know our men are formidable. When the jungle mature, we will know who owns the jungle. They came to our land to dance the dance of python, but they don't know that there are pythons that own the jungle. So that all of us have to put our fingers crossed. I so much thank God the way you people are really helping us to open our eyes to know what is on ground, just like our mommies discussed this evening. You know, when people keep silent, it then means that the silence is a sign of compromise. Why should they talk? They will not talk. We don't have governor, we don't have SS, we don't have case, we don't have anything. All of them have been compromised, they have been bought over. And why should they talk? All their children are abroad schooling. Is there any of their children in the country? No. So other people they are killing are not the children of human beings. They thought that all those ones, they just break wood, all of them came out. They are not born by woman. But I know one day shall be one day. All the evil they are committing, it will backfire back on them. Look at a CEO of a church. Your member was killed, you did not say anything. Is there a witness when they sliced that chairman in Nasarawa? To God who made me, when I want to eat food, I remember the massacre of that man, I will drop the food back. And the other priests and other CEOs that have seen all those things, they did not do them. So they have compromised with the Fulanis. Many of them converted from Islam to Christianity because they have found out that in Christendom you will make a lot of money. That's where they can get the kind of money they want. They are using it as a merchandise, making their business, but no problem. On the last day, everybody will give account of what he did on this planet Earth. So I really just want to thank you this morning for all your educative topics that you have been given. All this desperation. This night I learned another one. So Naira means never allow Igbo people to rule again. And Kobo means kill Ojukwu before others. Can you see all these things? We didn't know of it because when we are born to when we get old like this, I never even had anything about the Biafra war. They just talk it, the civil war. We didn't know that it get to this extent. No matter the firstborn of my mother, as I had, was a victim of it because he just finished secondary school then, as they said. So I don't know whether they recruited him into the army or what, but today we could not see him again. I don't even know the person. Just what I was told. So all these things, I'm not just happy. If I am God, just like the other my sister said, if I am God, I know I would have just blink my eye. All of them will just disappear within a twinkle of an eye. But I trust our leader. He is the person that Chukwu Kikadama is using. He is a man of the spirit. He walks in the spirit. Whatever God takes him to do, he will do. And immediately when he does it, we have already been liberated spiritually. It just remains the manifestation in the physical. And I know that will happen any moment from now. I just say, may you people be blessed. all the media crew, you people are wonderful. You are divinely selected to fight this battle. And Chiko Kikabamekeke will agree with all of us to make sure that we will sing a song of victory. In the name of Chiko Kikabam, I pray.
He say. And God is our weakness. What we are here to do is to make sure we go home. Kola Wazap, are you there? Kola Wazap.
Yes, Mazi George Onyeibe. Hello, George Onyeibe. Mazi George Onyeibe.
Go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, good morning, and good night. My name is Prince. I'm calling from Aba. I just wanted to report on what happened on Sunday when I was going to Olo. As they just hit my vehicle with all this police, what do you call it, zoo police. They hit my vehicle because I'm a Biafran. You know. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, the world is listening.
Good. So when I came out and I was asking the guy, why did he hit my car? He said he thought I was running. And he's an Hausa man. I said, why will you hit my vehicle? Why will you hit my vehicle? So had it been that that I did not talk, or had it been I did not stop my vehicle, he would have shooting me direct. You know? Yeah.
God is faithful. This is their time. They can do what they like, but their time is winding up. And Biafrans across the globe must be vigilant and watch out because the days are evil. Kolan, what's up? Are you still there?
I'm still here, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Mazi, I greet you. I greet every one of you. I thank you for your steadfastness. I bring greetings to all Biafrans far and wide. I want to thank those our brothers in Jakarta that did what they have to do. And at the same time, I want to encourage every IPOB, be you a member or just an indigenous person, not an oath abiding member. It is about time that those who are in diaspora should get up and reach out to various embassies in wherever they reside. Why did I say so? I say so because most of the people that are in diaspora are Biafrans and Oduduwas. Then the rest. There are no Fulanis abroad. There are no houses. Well, maybe there are a few houses. And because of this reason, the embassies, the zoo embassies, they deliberately make things difficult for the Biafrans and maybe the Oduduwas. Maybe they don't complain, but they capitalize on the Biafrans. They make things difficult. You cannot seek anything from the zoo embassy if you are a Biafran and you get it. They make everything extremely difficult. The most difficult embassies in the world against their so-called citizens, and thank God we are not their citizens. And for this reason, I want to advise and encourage every of our members, wherever they are, let them unite, organize, strengthen themselves, march to whatever embassy and pull them down. They cannot do anything, but they should do it strategically. But the thing is, let us run an operation pull down embassies. As the world doesn't want to listen, if they know they listen, they know they see. I mean, if they know they hear what, they know they see. So we pull every embassy down. By the time we continue pulling small countries, gradually we'll get to the superpower countries. And we'll now know if both CNN, BBC, and all those so-called fake news carriers will not hear it. I thank those of our brothers that participated in the pull down. Let us continue the operation pull down zoo embassy. If we cannot pull them from within, we'll pull them down from without. Because they are not serving our purpose. But this time they should serve our purpose by kneeling down, by crumbling because of us. It will be on record that IPOB during our time of Biafra restoration, the embassies were pulled down. Another one I want to say is I want to encourage those that are listening from North Rhine-Westphalia of Germany, particularly Kleve Kreis. I want to encourage those in Kleve Kreis to try and reach out to the number that I will call now, because a unit is about to be inaugurated. So, and this unit requires a whole number of people that lives around there that doesn't know where they should meet. The people that live within Kleve, Gog, Udem, Santon, Camp Lingford, and Fize and Kevela. Even those in Veji, Holland, and Nijmegen, Holland. I think that area presently covers the whole of that area. So if they are listening attentively, they should take this number that I'm writing, that I want to give now. The number is 01-521-289-283-4. I repeat the number 01-521-289-2834. Let them reach out to that number, and the owner of the number will direct them on what to do and when to meet for the next coming meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Another one is like our brother that spoke the other time. I listened to him discussing about Onyeibe giving powers or authorities to Mieti Allahs to share, to be the partaker, the new owners of Abia State, while Abians becomes, I don't know, willing tools or whatever, I do not know. I heard it, and it is very, very, very bad. Like our leader usually said that Mieti Allah conquered this and conquered that state. I think Abia State has or about to be conquered by the Fulanis. Because this past weekend they stabbed somebody in Isukwato, Eluama, Isukwato to be precise. Like our brother complained and agonized. Usually when I put a call across to the people of Isukwato, because that is where I hail from, they don't really take things serious. They don't take things about herdsmen serious, but now they see the thing coming. They have seen it coming. Mieti Allah, I know somebody very soon. I will make mention of the name, but I will have to make my findings again so that I don't call somebody wrongfully to find out if that person is still a member of Mieti Allah, Abia State. But if you ask me, I will tell you that Mieti Allah have their base, their headquarters in the southeastern Abia State, in Aba to be precise. That is where they have their eastern, in fact, that is where they have their Biafran headquarters. I do not know if they have another one right now. That is just all I have to say right now. When I remember some other things that will come up to say.
We must continue.
May God bless every one of us.
Thank you. Call on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Call on the line.
Yeah, I'm Obueni Linus Aradike.
Go ahead, please.
I come from Imo State, and Imo State in Biafra land. I thank all of you for all you have been doing, both with MF4 and our leader. What you are saying about the zoo, in fact, there's not much to say. A lot. This Fulani you are talking about, they're in our place here. All of them are doing all what they want, but they cannot win us. We are ready for them. We are fully ready. I just want to express my feeling to you people and to thank you, most especially.
That the Lord will continue to bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. And that is just the gospel truth. Biafrans across the globe must understand that before there is any divine manifestation of the power of the Creator, there is always a time for talking. Before the world was created, God had to speak. God took this talking, and everything that he said came to pass. Abraham keeps sharing the gospel of a new nation until that nation was born. Moses began to speak about the liberation of that new nation until she was liberated. And of course, during the days of the wilderness, till they occupied the promised land, judges and prophets came forth. They were all speaking. And of course, when the Messiah was to come, somebody like John the Baptist need to speak up, preparing the way of the Messiah. And the Messiah did continue speaking until he went to the cross to pay the ultimate price according to the Bible. And then his disciple continued speaking. And then the church is here still speaking, though because of the fraudulent nature of the zoo called Nigeria, the churches in Nigeria and maybe around the globe, they are not talking any longer, and now IPOB is here. We are just talking because we understand the influence, the power of words. The world media, who are actually part of the theft or the thief that has kept us in this position, may try to pretend as if they will not talk about us. But when the time will come, they will write, and of course they will run out of ink. This is one promise we can assure all of you. We are inching closer to the end of this evening segment, but I must bring to our attention or to remind us once again that our leader, Mazi Okukano, will be on air tomorrow morning at exactly 7 a.m. Biafran time. 7 a.m. Biafran time. Please make sure you have your questions ready, pen and paper as always. Of course, only WhatsApp line and Skype line will be open that tomorrow morning. So you get your Android phone ready, and of course, during that broadcast, you will get the number that you are to call. Ask your questions, and maybe better still get ready to answer some questions. And having said that, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Sincere appreciation to those of you who took your time to call in. My apology to those that I cannot take their call at this moment. In few hours from now, we shall meet again. Be good, be Biafran. Dedicated to the demolition of Nigeria. Complete eradication, emasculation. Everything grammar can offer to make sure Nigeria is obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. That is what we represent. In as much as we do not derive joy in killing other people, but when necessary, everybody must prepare their heart, because in the end, our freedom is all we seek for. Good night from here, and God be with you. Ndewonu.
Thank you. God bless you.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. So hear me now. Boom.
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Cause a flan is killing Biafra.